or whatever. They're on another one. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, gang, emergency Zoom film at 11. Same 5 goons, same deranged obsession. This changes everything. Bro, it's page 47 of emotion they skin while half watching Yellowstone. Gang, gang, squinting at 8 point, find like detectives. Zoom so far and the pixels are screaming for mercy. Look at this, timestamp 2022, my God, but they're yelling it like they just cracked Watergate. High five. Mike's been muted for 20 minutes, still barking. Circular logic, so a lot of time to seem impressive. Trust the plan, this is massive. Nah, fam, it's boilerplate and it's mid at best. Gang, gang. Self-appointed outrage, swap patting each other like they personally ended corruption. Gang. Dropping bombshell tea that's been sitting in pieces since breakfast. Gang, gang. Moral high ground, speed run, they'll flip the script the second it's convenient. Gang. Same PowerPoint presentation, new day, same brain dead narration. Gang, gang. We're not obsessed, we're just passionate. 3-hour living yesterday's hoodie, passion in my ass. Why is he even breathing right now? Says the guy refreshing notifications every 14 seconds. Gang, gang. Playing lawyer on God mode, reading comprehension. Stuck in elementary, confidence in the stratosphere. Case dismissed. They're screaming to the void. Motion still pending, but go off, I guess.
Disagree? Obviously a paid chill. Actually read the filing, deep state plan. Laugh at them, you're clearly compromised too. Exist in the same zip code. Suspicious behavior, notify the group chat.
Gang, 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 gang. Tighter circle, smaller brain. Gang, gang. Echo chamber finally running out of oxygen. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, gang, acting the actual judge like it's group chat. Replay all meltdowns, labeled just asking questions. Got warned by the core once, that was a suggestion. Still yeeted the same screed like it's strictly trash talk. Gang, gang, we're above all this drama. While screenshotting, they on meltdown for content. Preaching peace and love while actively baiting bears. And fake shock when the bear finally bites back. How could this happen? Gang, gang. Synchronized tantrum hours. 5 tabs open, all the same screenshot. Different zoom levels, gang, gang. Premature victory lap over legal language, still can't pause. Gang, gang. Standing 10 toes on business until tomorrow's finally send them scrambling again. Gang, gang. Hype the claim to the moon, then ghost the chat when it ages like milk. Gang, gang. Gang, 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 gang. Gang, gang. Refresh. Gang, gang. Gang, 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 gang. See y'all same time tomorrow. Gang, gang. Don't be late.
Good morning. How are you guys doing, man? Good morning, Shizzy family, gang, gang. These people are absolutely batshit crazy. Man, it just goes off and off. Now, I would have done a stream last night. I was actually planning on it, and I was too damn tired last night. Spending time with my wife, and I was like, man, you know, why do I need to talk about these loons? Audio Coffee, good morning. Now, I want to say Audio Coffee has been putting out some pretty fun music. If you haven't checked it out, definitely go check it out. Audio Coffee, good to see you. My gosh. Hey, Marama, good to see you. Evening? Yeah, it's evening for you, isn't it? It is evening for our friends across the pond. It's great. It's great. Good morning, Opie's mom, Phil. How you doing? You did a morning stream just for us who can't stay awake. Yeah, no, I wanted to do this last night, but you know, this morning it just was much easier because, you know, not only did they pop off just even more just last night, they're popping off again with the same bullshit stories that they're running. But, you know, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting really ridiculous. They've got this idea. They've got this strange idea that Jeremy should stop his life. And if he doesn't stop his life and curl up in a ball in a corner somewhere, that he doesn't fear reasonable harm. And we know that's not true. We know that they've got a restraining order. That restraining order is still ongoing until at such time as the judge's order comes out. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that would be on the 20th is whenever the judge's order is supposed to come out. If I read what was going on correctly, it's not going to be until then. Which just brings another question. Why are they running this narrative? They've been running this same narrative for the past, 2 years. Well, Jeremy clearly can't be scared. Well, why can't a person still be scared? You have to understand that Jeremy has a restraining order. It was already proven. I've had fun because I'm still getting over a cold, deaf in one ear. And let's face it, you can probably set any case to Game of Thrones. Yes. That's good. That's good audio copy. All right, the haters again proving their knowledge of law like reading IKEA instructions. That would be about right. That would be about right. And well, it won't matter if Ohio court has made its decision. It'll be the 20th that the judge said that that's when that information would be able to come out. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty positive that's what I heard through all of this. Good morning, Timothy. Good to see you. Oh, Papa Jim, good to see you. They're just a bunch of criminals, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, and they keep breaking the law on a regular basis. This latest with their damn, Great Wall of Otter Creek, it's gotten even more insane because, oh, well, Travis does not have a restraining order. They could walk right up to Travis and go, hey, how you doing, Travis? And nothing will happen. He doesn't have a restraining order against them. Same way, Travis could walk right up to them and say, hello, good to see you, because they don't have a restraining order against Travis. Travis is his own man. He's doing his own thing. Now they keep up with the way that they're doing the shit, and there's a possibility Travis may have to get a restraining order against him, but I don't see why he would want to, because Travis is doing his own damn thing. They haven't done anything to Travis. I mean, they're running smoke over there, just basically to smoke the whole place out, except that caught up and bit him in the ass, like really hard. Because while they were doing that crap, there's a burn ban in Florida. They don't want people burning trash. They don't want people burning leaves. They don't want to have a fire start. That's why they put it out there. Now, if someone called, if Jeremy called, whoop-de-doo. He has property there. He can be concerned for his property and make a call and say, hey, isn't there a burn ban out there? If so, there's somebody burning refuse out here. And the fire department shows up and they look and they're like, damn, they are. And there's a lot of smoke here. Where there's a lot of smoke, there's a lot of fire. So let's go in and talk to the owner of the property and get this stuff turned out. Now, there was people that were, while we were showing Travis's video, that they were thinking that John was carrying around a gas can. We had to correct it. No, there's no gas can there. You're seeing something off in the distance. He's, looks like John's out there burning. He's already stated that he's doing it intentionally to make sure that whenever Travis is there, that he starts up the fire. And that's what their intentions were to do. Now, it could have been the sisters. It could have been anybody. It's the same way with, look, they have a picture of a dog with a shock collar. Oh, well, let's see what they had to say about that. Okay, if this is their words, not mine. You've got to be kidding me. First of all, people use collars like that to train a dog. Not a service dog. That's not how you train a service dog. I mean, I'm not a dog trainer by any stretch of the imagination. Trying to compare it to an invisible fence, why would they need an invisible fence if they have a fence around the property? One, they use it to train. That's not how you train a service animal. They use it to do that. If these things were that bad and torture animals, they wouldn't be on the market. Well, neither would horsewhips. Neither would be, firearms to children. I mean, because have you ever seen, firearms for children can't be that dangerous because, well, hell, they have them marketed for children. I mean, their logic doesn't logic. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. No, you wouldn't be able to buy them in the store. Now I have a pit bull. Okay, no, it's it doesn't matter. If you're training a dog to be a service animal, that dog has to be in close contact with the person after it's been trained. The age of the dog that they got doesn't match up with it being a trained service animal. If they're saying that they are training service animals, I would really be interested in seeing all the paperwork on that, because that would be an insane stretch. Don't talk firearms. There had been an incident where I live, no injuries, the aim of the stormtrooper, and several arrests. Yeah. These fools think that, and they want to compare putting a shock collar on a dog to train it as to putting a shock collar on a dog to train it for an invisible fence. It's not the same thing. These people are idiots, and they prove it over and over and over again. And of course, then why do you give two shits when you don't give a shit about animals? Fallen hero with the first gifted membership. And if you guys, haven't thought about it, you can always become a member here. We're really easy going with this kind of stuff. It looks like, Janet, you are the lucky winner of that, and most definitely.
Welcome to the shit show.
Yes. Every single day. A new flavor of fuckery, cause everybody sucks, you see, and I know my timing's off, you see.
Monday, bullshit, Tuesday, bullshit, Wednesday,
yes.
And then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder.
Good to see you, little Miss Red Velvet.
All over again.
They can't body train a child. And of course, Jack comes in and says, you do not utilize pain control devices to train a service animal. Well, in their mind, Jack, that's exactly what you do. You don't use pain to train a dog. Never. It's absolutely insane. And then of course they want to go into, and I could probably just pull up the transcript because it makes it a little bit more clear the kind of garbage that they're out here spewing. And because these are their own words. Why do you give two shits when you don't give a shit about animals? Really, Jeremy doesn't give a shit about animals. Imagine this. Imagine they are out here saying, they've already accused Jeremy of, they've accused him of SA. They've accused him of SA against a child. They've accused him of falsifying documents. The amount of accusations they've made against Jeremy is absolutely insane. They've done the same thing to George. They've done the same thing to Travis. They're out here saying, oh, well, he's done this and he's done that. They've got this issue they don't seem to understand whatsoever. He did. He left animals to die on his property. Prove it. Prove it. See, here's the thing. They'll make these accusations, constant accusations that, oh, he left animals to die on his property. Prove that. Prove that. So far, all they've done is made accusations. They've made all of these accusations about Jeremy. Oh, and I'm not talking about Michelle and John. I'm talking about other neighbors. He ran over 2 dogs and just kept going. You hear that? See, these are the accusations that they're making. They're making accusations that they can't prove. So far, it's just their word against, their word. If Jeremy took all of his time to address all of their garbage, he would have another 5 years of content. And it's not about being on the internet. See, that's the thing. Because these kinds of accusations, and they're doing this to harm Jeremy, goes to show that whenever that lawsuit comes in, that they're going to have lots of explaining to do, because this is the way that they try to create their narrative. It's the PR team that has to say this. over and over and over again. It's ridiculous that the flea doesn't understand that Jeremy Hales has a plethora of reasons to drive from the schoolhouse to the ranch all day long. If LMOP doesn't like it, she should have stalked someone else. She shouldn't stalk anybody. That's the thing. The ridiculousness of their claims goes beyond the pale. You know, he's got no right to sit there and talk anything about dogs. He's had a problem with dogs. If you remember, he was pissed and moaned about one. He was driving. One was laying in the middle of the street somewhere. It's like a golden retriever or something. I remember the video. Show the proof. Show the proof of this. If you remember the video, nobody else does. You're happy to go out there and just throw shade on somebody over nothing. See, everything that we show over here, we try to vet our shit, which she has a problem doing that because, well, you know, for her to actually show receipts would mean that, well, she would be called out every time that she makes a lie. You just sit there and talk about dogs when he doesn't care about animals at all. I think the only thing he has is peacocks for us to use him as context, is what she was saying. Of course, you know, whenever you talk with the whistle between the gap in your teeth, it's pretty hard to. You know what I mean? He didn't take those pictures. I did not take those pictures. Okay, so if he did, where the F did he get them? If she didn't, mother post them somewhere. Where did she get them from? That looks like the chicken wire. Is that the chicken wire, Michelle? The chicken wire fence, because that means someone was close enough to her property or on either side of the property and the back of the house to get those pictures. The Hudson sisters. That's I'd like to know that they got that close to the dog. Well, here's the problem. Never use a shock collar to train any dog. You use it to torture the poor thing. Well, there are means of getting a dog, especially if you are doing doing an invisible fence. It does train them not to cross over that line. And it's no different than putting up an electric fence to keep the cattle from going into a field they're not supposed to go into. It's not meant as a manner of torture. It's a matter of correction. But you don't do that for a service animal. When is it wrong to tell a woman that her hair smells nice when you're 3 feet tall? That's a good one. No comment. I love it. I love it. When is it wrong to tell someone her hair smells nice when you're 3 feet tall and she's 6 feet tall? Thank you. Thank you for the $5. Megan mentioned she has one for her dog, so she won't run on the street, but on buzzer mode. Yeah. But they wouldn't know anything about those. You know, that's not how they act. I'd like to know how close they got to the dog. It's none of your fucking business how close they got to the dog. How's that? Flea. It's none of your business how close they got to the dog. The interesting fact is that you're trying to dissuade. Good morning, world. Shizzy Wisna. Good morning, brother. Good to see you, Spawn Trooper. Good to see you. I think the ducks she has could be those that left the ranch across the road. I don't know. See, there's lots of speculation out there and no hard proof. That's the problem. Lots of speculation, no hard proof. It's supposed to be a dwarf, but that wouldn't send for some reason. Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah, it's the chat does that sometimes. It won't let you say certain things. No one has explained to them what a zoom is on a camera, how to blow up a picture. No, slow moving giant. Here's the problem. It's not them doing this, is them trying to dissuade people from listening to what is actually going on. You notice that they don't address the fact that the dog has a fucking shock collar on. This is the problem. They won't address the fact that the dog has a shock collar on. They want to go into, oh, look, Jeremy's got to be stalking. because there's this image out there. You can get that image from anywhere. It could have been taken by a Google car for all we know. And they just zoomed in on it. Speaking of Google apps, you saw the picture of Google Earth where it was shown where their burn pile is. Oh, but they're admitting that they are assholes. but that's admitting they are assholes, of course. But they are assholes. They can't help it. Oh, we got close. Who got close enough to take a link like that? That was the leftover 4 feet at the end of the wooden fence closest to the driveway. So you know exactly where it is. As we've said before, that's not a privacy fence. As the sheriff has come out there and explained to Lynette, she does not have a privacy fence. The 20, 30, whatever thousands of dollars that they spent going out there to put up a fence improperly, because they put it in the right of way where they shouldn't have put it, because you have no access to the telephone pole. Idiots. Where they put the fence was such a bad place. And they didn't even get it up all the way around the property. The reason that they put it there was to cause more harassment, so they could say, oh, Jeremy is harassing her because, oh, he can film over the fence. The fence, I could look over the top of the fence. I could literally walk up and look over the top of the fence. I could stand on the road and look over the top of the fence. But you have to remember, it's all about creating a narrative for them. They are a PR team. Well, the only person that could get close enough would probably be Knucklehead Travis. Really? Remember what we said earlier, Travis doesn't have a restraining order. They don't have a restraining order against Travis. Travis could walk up to that fence. He could knock on the gate if he wants to. Of course, now they want to say, oh, if anybody pulls into this little spot right here, they've crossed over the barrier and they're now trespassing. After they put like their little blessing box out there and you know, they put things out for FedEx and they're going to say, oh, it's trespassing. Somebody pulls in there to turn around. It's trespassing. It's very sad. It's very sad. Getting close enough to see their dog. I mean, he knows he's got cameras up top, but he's close enough to see the dog like, this is pathetic. This is absolutely pathetic. He is stalking the shit out of them. No. Just no. Here is the thing. Stupid Lisa. You dumb twit. There is no restraining order against Jeremy. There is no restraining order against anybody in there except for Lynette. That's it. She is the one that is restrained from doing specific things. If you would vet your shit, dumbass, you would understand that she is the one that does not have the ability to do things against Jeremy. It's not about the totality of the situation. If you want to go into your totality bullshit that you've been hoping that the sheriff listens to, the totality of the situation, dumbass, is that Jeremy has a restraining order against Lynette. He is allowed to move freely. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have reasonable fear, but that reasonable fear is provided by what the law states. The law has already made it very clear that they've broken those restraining orders multiple times. Both John and Lynette have broken those restraining orders against Jeremy. They have also done it against George. The bullshit of him pulling down and stopping in front of Jeremy's property and you getting all ass hurt because Jeremy turned around, shows it on video, turns around and goes back to make sure that his property is safe because somebody has a restraining order against them, you dumb twit. If you're so excited about this, what happened to Lynette's restraining order against Jeremy? Oh, well, that went away. Remember that right there, that restraining order went away. Why did it go away? Just like everything else Lynette does, she couldn't prove the facts of the case, so she dropped the damn case. Was she coerced by Bubbles to do this shit? Maybe she was coerced by you. Because, I mean, you were all up in her shit for, I don't know, a good hot minute. Because you knew that you could use that to harass Jeremy some more. I mean, he's got the cameras up top. He's close enough to see the dog. There's nothing wrong with this. Mind your own effing business. Well, you know, it's really interesting that you would tell people to mind their own business. You know, Felisa, Mutton Flop, whatever the hell you are. Lisa Lee Rapuzzi, Lisa Rapuzzi, Lisa Lee Weeks, you know, the person that uses a whole bunch of different names. And which one are you now? Oh, that would make you a criminal. That's what you said, according to your own standards. Anybody that has multiple aliases uses a whole bunch of, you know, must be doing something illegal. Does anyone here know who has a dog put barbed wire around a dog? Anyone? I don't know why anyone would put barbed wire around a dog, but that's really weird. You are making it our business. Get what? Well, no, it's that's the problem. She makes it everybody's business whenever she gets in there and decides to post things up. Anybody can look at that. She's made the public post for it. Nobody gives a crap. It's not from behind. And, you know, no one forgot you leaving your animals on the ranch when you thought your girlfriend at the time was seeing another man and you had to take off to Ohio, crying your ass off, blah, 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 blah. You do not even know what you're talking about. It seems to me that you know more about Jeremy's life than Jeremy knows about it himself. Now, I don't know anything about that, Malin. The Hudson sisters still have anything to do with them. Does it matter? Is it any of your fucking business what the Hudson sisters do? She's a guard dog. Oh, wait. So is she a guard dog or a service animal? Because those are two different things. Is the animal a guard dog or a service animal? Or do you not know? Are you still in close communication with her? With Michelle? Who Harley Greats and they're making friends with her. That's not okay. Okay, how are they doing that? I don't know what they're babbling about here. Michelle and John do not go anywhere near these people. They happen to be across the street from their house. They moved there across the street from the house. They happen to drive by all the time. And do you see anybody saying anything about it whenever they drive by? I took those pictures, got right up to the fence, but I could tell how Angel was acting. But you know, this is such bullshit that is going on. I don't know if it's mentioned in any of these summaries because I haven't read them yet. This one shouldn't be, but that guy is pathetic as Seth's fool. He's a freak. He's a freak. I told you everything he says is what his buddies are all about. So the other night, here's where we get into Rosalind. Oh, Solon for Rosalind Duke. And I said it wasn't going to get into it, but that was the whole hell saga. I was just taking too long and I was done with it. Oh, but you weren't going to get into it, huh? Yeah, so Venom and Bad Tina were co-hosts. Bad Tina's really trying to make herself relevant. No, see, here's the thing. The person you call Bad Tina, which her name is Tina, right? Simple name, Tina. No bad to it. Tina, which some of you probably already know this, got involved with Lynette. Got involved with Lynette. Why did she get involved with Lynette? She wanted to help out the child. See, the child that you keep throwing out there and grifting off of, that Lynette uses to grift off of, to make money off of. Yeah, and it's proven that that's what she's doing, because what elderly person adopts a child off the internet? To what? To what end? So we have Rosalind. Yeah, so Venom and Bad Tina were co-hosts. Tina is really trying to make herself relevant. No, she actually is relevant in all of this. And she is irrelevant. They're all irrelevant. Okay. So here's the thing, Felisa. If she's so irrelevant, then why are you even talking about her? So she becomes relevant in this story because you made her relevant in this story. To be honest with you, Venom's like trying to step up here now because I have a couple of things on Venom. What do you have on Venom? I'd like to know. What do you have on Venom? Because from what I've seen, you don't have shit on Venom. You don't even know who Venom is. Venom could be, one of the people in your chat on a regular basis. They could be one of your biggest supporters in your stream. Would you be interested to see if that's true or not? I mean, you could always, you'd always find out, she might be a member of your Discord, huh? She might be part of your little TikTok group or, your Rumble crowd. You don't even know who Venom is. Malanin says, heck, I could be Venom. Hell, I could be Venom at this point. Didn't they accuse me of being Venom at some point? Hey, they don't even know who Venom is. That's so strange. But yet they're saying I've got so much shit on Venom. If you knew who Venom was, you might want to back the fuck off of that, because it seems like Venom knows more about you than you know about her. We are Venom. There we go. Slow moving giant. Oh, everybody's Venom now. See, there you go. Everybody is Venom. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get Venom trending. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get Venom trending. Let's do this, because I think it's time that, Lisa Lee knows who Venom is. So why don't we do this? Let's see. It's venomous Venom. I don't know if I'm friends with Venom. I'll have to look for her channel here real quick. Leave. And let's find Venomous Venom. Let's get Venom trending today. We're gonna get her like absolutely trending, because they don't know who Venom is, and I'm gonna prove it. Let's find Venomous Venom. Why? There we go. Let's see. I think. See if there is. And we're going to share her channel. Channel ID. Share channel. Copy. Here we go. So let's do this. Here we go. This is Venom's channel right here. Up when I stop swearing. Yeah, there's Venom's channel right there. And let's see, we'll just go in here and we will pull this up and we'll just cut and paste right there. That one is even better, because that takes it. Venom is part of my family. We're all Venom. That's the thing. We're all Venom, and I think that's a perfect opportunity to give a nice little bit of a little bit of Venom feeling to this mix right here. Let's do this. Let's show what Venom is all about right here.
toxic glow. She's dripping poison like gossip at brunch. A sharp bite and you become her lunch. Sexy till you're twitching on the floor. She's smirking in your face, then comes back for more. Bite, bite, baby, better say your prayers. Venom's got stilettos and homicidal flair. She's vicious, delicious, a queen with a sting. The sexiest nightmare you've ever seen. Pucker up, sugar. Mama's venom tastes sweet.
Yes. And I've already put a post up there as we want to get that trending right there. We are all venom. Yes, Wes, I am early. I am up early. Oh God, I need to work out again. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to all of you. Yeah. So these idiots really want to say that they've got a couple of things on Venom. They don't have anything on Venom. But anyway, Rosalind pulls up the Levy County incident report that had Tina had filed when she was in Levy County. Filed a report when she was in Levy County. What the hell for? I don't know. Rosalind's only shown the first page of the incident report. She says it's not pulling up the other ones because it's too much to redact that everyone can see the incident number. She flew in that afternoon, went back to her hotel, and turned on Tug's channel. He released a recording of him, Bad Tina, and Lynette. Lynette said Bad Tina, a message through Facebook, that she hoped God made her life agony and pain. It's just awful. No. Let's get this. Let's get this very straight. There was nothing awful about that except for her behavior. Nothing except for her behavior was awful. And the reason I say that is because I have that recording. So why don't we show that recording? Why don't we just play that? I think that's a beautiful thing to do. And we are going to, we're actually going to find this, because you know what? Whenever I hear this kind of crap, that they're sitting there saying all of this garbage about it being just made up shit. Well, I don't think it is. So I think it's time that we share a little bit of this. Let me go ahead and just pull that audio up. And I do have video with it that I put in there myself because, well, you know, I knew that this kind of crap was going to be coming up at some point in time. Let's see, we'll go down here and it's in the video folder and they're there. And if I'm not mistaken, it's under this one here. And oh, there it is. Amazing. We actually have this video. Very cool. This is the real life. It's not just fantasy. Caught in a crossfire. I'm Venom. There we go. Look at that. That's what I want to see right there. I am Venom. Just to remind the world, I am Venom. Let the world know. Yes. And there's a post up. Go attach Venom to that. Just be like, Venom. I am Venom. You guys are awesome. Let's make this trend, because they know who Venom is. Well, we're all Venom. At this point, they can kiss my grits.
I do not like Lisa Lee. She made this stuff personal with me, and I am 100% committed. If you want to get your money back, I'm 100% down with the cause.
Well, even if we never get it back because it's gone or whatever, I want something to happen to her, because not only did she keep the donations, but she is lying through her teeth. And I'm not going to put up with it anymore. I'm just not.
Oh, what happened? What happened, Lynette? You said you weren't going to put up with it, but all of a sudden you are. So them getting all butthurt. Yeah, come at us, people. Tuggles. Yes, good old Tuggles. Sorry, I'm late. Overslept. You're never late. You're here exactly whenever you were supposed to be here. There is no being late. Gang, gang. Yeah, this is, and Tina allowed this three-way communication with her on the phone, sharing it with Tug so they could have this conversation. Remember, they said that this conversation never happened, that this never happened. You have to, remember what they said about this, that this never happened. This whole exchange never happened, right? Right? Oh, we have copies of them saying that also. We have copies of them saying that. Yeah. Let me go ahead and do this. We're gonna show you what they had to say about this. Yes, and stop screen share. Share screen. I want to pull that back up because this becomes very important here. Why is it acting so funky? Oh, I see why. Let's see. We're going to cut that, delete that from there. All right. Head to scene. There we go. Let's put this back up here. So she called Chiefland Police. Miss Preston is involved heavily online community that follows her life and dealings. Secret relay, that statement right there makes me sick because Miss Preston is involved heavily in an online community that follows her life and dealings because she's made it known. How is that? No, Jeremy Hales has done this. It's all Jeremy's fault. All Jeremy's fault. Blame Jeremy for this. Do something. Push hashtag I have Venom. I hope we all remember where it came from. Oh, yes. Remember exactly where it came from. No, Jeremy Hales has done this. Jeremy Hales is heavily bringing Michelle and John into an online community of his own that makes up shit about her life and dealings. That's the truth. Makes up shit about her dealings. Really? Is that true that he makes up shit about it? Because it seems to me that he wasn't making up shit whenever she said this right here. Right? Whenever she said this, I'm pretty sure that
I do not like Lisa Lee. She made this stuff personal with me, and I am 100% committed. If you want to get your money back, I'm 100% down with the cause.
Well, even if we never get it back because it's gone or whatever, I want something to happen to her because not only did she keep the donations, but she is lying through her teeth. And I'm not going to put up with it anymore. I'm just not. I've proven 100% why the permit ended, when it ended, and she knows that. She absolutely knows it. And it's just making me angry.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
We have, so David, I'll just call him David the donor. He did reach out to me. In fact, I have an email from him, which I'm going to read to you, okay? And I think this actually makes your case here because I think David's difficult to talk to sometimes, but I think he's willing. Lisa has pushed him so much. I think he's willing to talk about everything. So I'm going to read you this email, okay? I'm going to read you parts of it because I think this makes your case for you with this to law enforcement. He says, all the money. Okay, here we go. All the money I sent. You've all seen my post about individual donations via PayPal, which I do have that, by the way. I have everything laid out. Was for the Preston family, specifically the child in need. None of it was for Lisa Lee. I repeat, none. What I have witnessed is disgraceful. She, Lisa Lee, is greedy and disgusting, and I have no idea why she is holding back Preston's money. For the avoidance of doubt, the money I sent is not for her. Talking about Lisa. She needs to pass the money on to the Preston family with a full set of accounts showing total donations, less expenditure, with receipts. And he goes on from there. There's about 7 paragraphs. And that is That's straight up. This is a guy that gave you, I looked through the numbers. He gave $56,000 for sure. That is a legit number.
See, and when John and I asked Lisa over and over, can you please tell us how much money was donated? I'm getting emotional. I don't normally do that.
It's okay, Michelle. Let it out, honey. Let it out. He's not going to judge you.
Hey, Michelle.
She told us that it was none of our business, that it was better that we don't know, so that, I don't know why she didn't want us to know, but she said it was better that we do not know. And we asked her over and over. When Christmas hit and she started doing the Christmas for Harley, we talked to her about, we really need to get this done. The next project is framing. If we don't get the framing done, the permit's going to expire and we're going to have to start over. And she said, well, let's get through Christmas. We're okay. We got through Christmas. Then she said, well, New Year's is here. Let's get through New Year's. She said, I've got somebody to do it. I'll have him get a hold of you. We waited and waited, and I have several devices here that I've taken screenshots on, but my baby likes to rip the cords out of stuff, so she makes it hard for us to charge things.
See, this is what I keep telling people is that Lynette, her own words, she does not trust anything that the Felicia is saying at all. If Elemental P did not follow Jeremy Hales to Otter Creek with the intent to scam her, with the intent to scam him, her craziness wouldn't be put out there. Yeah. Smitty says, what about me? It isn't fair. Had enough and I want Jeremy's share. Can't you see? It's him. It's not me. But all you lie more than me. Elemental P. Smitty. Hashtag I am Venom. I love it. I have my favorites. She's not a baby anymore. Well, she's still a child. See, this is what I'm saying. Flea thinks that Venom, she has so much on her. Oh yeah. So much. She knows all about Venom. And I keep telling everyone, no, we're all Venom. We are all Venom. The silliness. The silliness of it all. And here's the best thing. This is the best way that I could possibly do this. Okay? There's only one way. Just to prove who Venom is.
In the shadows, ready to attack. No warning shot, no polite hello. Has wicked grin and a toxic glow. She's dripping poison like gossip at brunch. A sharp bite and you become her lunch. Sexy till you're twitching on the floor. She's smirking in your face, then comes back for more. Bite, bite, baby, better say your prayers. Venom's got stilettos and homicidal flair. She's vicious, delicious, a queen with a sting. The sexiest nightmare you've ever seen. Pucker up, sugar. Mama's venom tastes sweet.
And look who shows up. I call and they arrive.
Yes, you put out the call sign. I seen the answer in the sky. I came flying right in.
I'm sorry, I've been busy cleaning and packing for a trip. What happened with Venom? Oh, people are wondering what happened with Venom, and I go back to last night because apparently you guys did a stream with Tina, a very interesting stream that got them all their panties up in a wad.
From Thursday?
Oh
We're just
yeah.
now talking about that from Thursday?
Oh no, here's what they, so Rosalind Duke from 4X Sign or whatever. So this is Thursday, I guess. Yeah. So Venom and Bad Tina were co-hosts. Bad Tina is really trying to make herself relevant, and she is irrelevant. They're all irrelevant. To be honest with you, Venom's like trying to step up here because now I have a couple of things on Venom.
Uh-oh.
She has a couple of things on Venom. I say she doesn't even know who the hell Venom is. So a couple of things on Venom, huh?
Yeah, well, I wonder what she's got on Venom.
I would like to know because she doesn't even know who Venom is.
I don't even know who I am.
No, because we're all Venom.
That's right. Your Venom, French's Venom,
Yeah.
Tina's Venom, Megan's Venom, Tug's Venom, Rosalind's Venom,
Oh.
Ketchup's Venom. We're all Venom.
Well, it seems like they got all upset because you only showed the first page of the incident report.
Well,
She said,
you know,
because there was
say?
two.
FOIA, FOIA, FOIA.
Yeah. See what stormtroopers started? Bad Tina filed a complaint against Michelle Preston on December 16th. She flew in that afternoon and went back to her hotel, turned on Tug's channel. He released a recording of him, and that's what we were playing. And you notice that they were saying that, oh, there was no recording. This is fake. This was AI.
Oh,
that never happened. Oh, you remember that? That's what they hollered for like a week about, saying, "Oh, this is a fake recording. This is AI. This never happened."
Yeah, nothing ever happens. You know, when they file reports, or you know, they're claiming somebody snuck up against her fence or something for the picture with the dog with the shock collar. You know, none of the stuff anybody ever shows or talks about. It's all fake. It's all AI.
Except then they show the image of the dog with the shock collar on, and then they want to know how they got that picture with the shock collar.
You know, there are other people who live in Otter Creek, not just Jeremy, not just Travis, which, by the way, I seen Preston posted something. I call her Sybil Preston.
Sybil
Something about Travis not owning property in Otter Creek. That's wrong. He owns 2.0. He's in the process of buying it. So that makes him an owner, even if it's rent to own, however you want to look at it. He's a resident.
Yeah. I mean, his permanent home is in Trenton.
Right.
He's never lied about that at all. He says, "No, I live in Trenton. That's where my home is."
Yeah, he's a tube town bird.
Yeah. He shows up.
Snowbirds. He's a tube town bird.
And he shows up and takes care of the property. I mean, how is this so hard for them to understand?
I don't know. So what else was said? This should be good.
Well, she said that she creates videos detailing her legal and personal issues. Really, where's the video? I've never heard anybody say that she creates videos detailing her legal and personal issues.
The police narrative said that Preston makes videos and details her life and legal issues. That's what the police report said, not Tina. Good Tina, by the way, not myself and not Rosalind. We were reading the police narrative.
Yes. These idiots. Freckled Ginger, maybe the flea just needs a notebook to keep track of who is who.
No, Freckled Ginger notebooks don't work with them.
No. See, here's the, and I've explained this before. The problem with the fleas is they don't do any of this research on their own. They don't listen to any of the streams by their own words. By their own words, the flea does not listen to these people's streams because she thinks they're all fools and they don't know what they're talking about. Okay. Yeah. So what she does is she has her little minions out there, her little group of people, you know, that look like that don't know how to understand a damn thing, that take shit out of context and then tell her what's going on. And it's like a bad game of telephone where they tell somebody something else that's going on, and then she adds her own little spin to it, which is 90% wrong, and tries to make a content out of it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they keep saying Jeremy needs content. He's filming all this for content. I would like to issue Lisa a challenge. Lisa, I challenge you to not speak Jeremy or George's name or anything about any of the cases for one whole week.
Oh,
One whole
yeah.
week.
And that'll never happen. That'll never happen. I did a short stint where there was nothing to talk about with Jeremy, and nothing was happening in any of the court cases, and I was just like, oh, I got this other stuff. Let me go ahead and do this, and I did. Also, because Deuce wanted to be a real asshole and sit there and say, oh, you're saying defamatory things about me. And I asked him, I was like, okay, what did I say that was defamatory? Pointed everywhere. I was like, all right. And so I pulled those videos back. I privated them out.
Yeah.
And then after a week, I said, I was covering some more of because some more documents came out, and they got a little bit more upset. To see you later. You have a good one. I have my favorites. Good to see you.
Bye, faves. Tell Pear Boy I said, keep his fruit from hanging so low. It's not good. He needs some support briefs.
And then they want to come back in and I told you were. I was like, no, there's nothing there, because if somebody's claiming that there's defamatory language, and I'm willing to go back and look at it, but you're going to have to timestamp it, tell me where it was defamatory. I'll make any corrections that I need to, but there was nothing. It was silence, because it was made to get people to not talk about it, to be quiet about it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they want. They want only their version of not even half truths. They don't even, if she read everything from top to bottom on both sides of whatever court motions or filings are there, and talked about the chats completely as to what everybody discusses and does, then I'd say, maybe she's trying to appear unbiased, but she never has.
She's never. She doesn't read the whole damn court document, which is very clear. They're still sitting there railing on Judge Hinkle's last order.
Yeah.
It's been dismissed with prejudice. That's not what the judge said.
No, not by any means. And I
don't even think they're going by.
Be a lawyer or could be a lawyer.
What are we talking about today? Oh, we're just talking, because everyone thinks that they have something on Venom. They know who Venom is. They know all about what's going on with Tina. Tina got involved in these dealings. Does town possibly testify against Lynette in a civil suit? Really? Where is she going to do that? What civil suit? Let's see. What civil suit?
Yeah, they're trying to figure out what court date she was there to testify to. Is that what I'm seeing or reading? What?
That's what they're saying.
Well, if they think back to what was going on in the state court in Levy County, with Judge Grobe, wasn't that the court case that was in question about the motions being ghostwritten by former lawyer?
Interesting.
That could be one of the lawsuits. I mean, that is a civil suit, is it not? Wouldn't that be civil?
It could be Ohio.
Oh yeah. Could have been Ohio. She could have been driving. She may have driven back to Ohio with Jeremy and George if she was going to testify. Maybe she was meeting with Randy Shockett. You don't know.
It could be any number of things.
There are a few cases there, definitely.
Could be for the trespassing.
Yeah, trespass or thumbnail. I mean,
well, it could be about this this illegal fundraising that somebody did.
oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, how could I forget about that? The fundraising for the HJ Christmas. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
the H Jolly Christmas.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, could be that, or uh, for the memorial bench that never was.
Hmm. I mean, there's so many different illegal activities that she could be testifying to.
Yeah, the fence fund. The fence fund was separate from HJ Christmas, and then there was
Oh,
the barn raising that
there was
whole.
also the play area.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that was separate from the barndominium money that only me donated. That was a separate $2,500 that he said that's for the child's play area, and
Hmm.
Marla did speak how that $2,500 was spent.
I
Hi,
mean,
Marla. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Scampy Girl. Hi, hi, Lisa. How are you, Lisa? Hope you're in a better mood today.
hmm. Yeah, the flea logic. Bolitho recommended dismissal with prejudice. Ergo, Hinkle's final order will say dismissal with prejudice. Hinkle's final order possibly will not be published until.
Until when?
Yep. That's the thing. Either way, I cannot wait for Fleabag to be deposed in the bankruptcy case. Well, that's the thing. Before they depose her, they will have already got all the information.
Yeah, and they have quite a bit in screenshots and actual recordings before they were deleted or put behind $500 paywalls.
Oh, the funny, I heard the other night, well, I didn't hear, I read it in the transcript. Sorry, misspoke there. But
Yeah.
they were just like, if you want to get that, you'll just have to go get it out behind the paywall. Just like, do they not realize that they already have it?
Yeah, I mean, the same way she says that, people are in all our channels, there are people in her channels. I mean, it, people from her channels have been in my channel, they've been in
Mhm.
your channel, they've been in Jay's, they've been in Megan and Tug's. They they come into the channels. So what?
But there's nothing wrong with that.
No. We've all said as long as they're friendly, we're friendly. We have nothing against people wanting to come and hang out in the channels, even if they're taking notes or
Oh,
recording or
please.
screen shooting. You
I
know,
want them to take notes. I want them to take notes and but if you are going to repeat something that I say, make sure that it's my actual words.
yeah, and to correct something. I mean, she even got something wrong with that. Like when we were on with Mr. Coop, or actually it was with Rosalind with Mr. Coop. Somebody said something about uh, Preston having no reason to flip anymore. And I said, sure, she does. She still has 56,000 reasons to flip. And Mr. Coop said, well, no, Lisa had said that they've gotten double that in donations, that only
Yeah.
me, David Rickards, wasn't the only big donor. And he said they have 112,000 reasons. So, Lisa, that was Mr. Coop that said that. I said 56 because that's the only amount that I've ever seen that I could say 100%, 56,000 after exchange rates is what it was in American dollars.
Well, and see, here's the thing, Cheryl. It won't matter if you go to their channel or not, which is entirely what we're saying is you're welcome to go to those channels if you want to.
That's
See,
right.
See, the problem is they don't want people going to listen to Venom. They don't want people going and listening to Rosalind. They don't want people going and listening to Mr. Coop. They don't want people coming over and listening to Jeremy. They don't want people listening to me. They don't want them listening to Tug or Megan, because if you listen to them, they're liars. Every single one of them are liars, according to Flea logic. Everyone but her is liars.
Yep. They're the only
Even whenever they
half-truth-tellers.
show
No
you
truth.
the proof of what they've been saying, they're considered liars.
Have you seen what was it, about a week ago? Uh Sybil was talking about the fact that she's gonna have another polygraph, that she can't wait to take that next polygraph.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
But she's being married to a cop or probation officer or whatever the hell, a law enforcement person to keep throwing in there to use. This woman's a dumbass. They don't handle libel or slander. And this is what she said, and shit is not stuff that cops are going to deal with. The fact that you probably said something the hell's made up. Oh, God, here we go. You know what I mean? Like, she was honestly, she was wasting her effing time. But that they're not where you can go. I was just like, oh, my God, just the amount of rambling about Tina.
yeah, I mean,
And then she gets to this part.
oh,
This biatch set Michelle up, tried to make her think she was her friend. This isn't tampering with a witness, because Michelle responded back when all of a sudden Tina gets thrown on, Tug singing and stinging and starts handing over all this crap that Michelle was unaware of. Okay, and found out that Tina basically stabbed her in the back. It was nothing but an effing fraud. And what she did to her, Tina's the fraud. Tina's the fraud. Okay, so Michelle did nothing, wasn't tampering with no witness. She wasn't a witness at the time. She's not even listed anywhere as any kind of witness. Wait, didn't she testify in Ohio?
who? Tina or Preston?
Tina.
I don't know. I think that's what they're poking around and trying to find out. I mean, and now for nothing, can't they take a sworn witness statement without actually being in court?
Amazing how that works, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, wow. Mind blown.
If she was so smart, she would have created her own stupid YouTube page and then had him promote it, because that's what he likes to do. Okay, so let's see. So violation would not apply. According to the statute, we're coming for you is not a written threat of great bodily harm or deletion. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'm like I said, FOIA, Lisa, FOIA. You want to know what the rest of that report said? FOIA.
Yeah, we know that Shara Michelle is a witness in that.
Yep.
And they've already gone after her like hardcore.
Yeah, they're still going at her.
Mm-hmm. And if it was a violation, the umbrella guy would need to come forward as a victim of this man. What are you talking about? Why would Tug have to come forward with anything?
Again, if she actually paid attention and didn't summarize things or use AI and actually went and watched, the police told, it's in the report, the police told Tina that if she was trying to report something on Tug would have to come forward.
Right.
This wasn't Tina talking that stuff. That was the police speaking, that Tina had mentioned something about, I think maybe she was on Tug's. I don't remember the exact narration, but Tina wasn't trying to tell or give a report on Tug's behalf, just, I think, making a comparison of the amount of threats to people. And yet she's telling Tina to start her own channel. Why? So they could attack her on her channel?
Well, here's the thing. It shows you that Tina is not looking to do this for YouTube content. She's not doing this to make herself relevant or become anything. And they've proven it right here. That's not what Tina's goal is. Tina's goal was to help a child. Yeah. She made it very clear from the beginning that she wanted to help that child. And this is because Michelle, this is because of Fleesa, this is because of all the anti-Hales spreading this garbage around, that this child was in distress, that there was all kinds of issues surrounding this child. They've made the child this big gifting grift. They've been doing this for the entire time. If they can't use Michelle to raise money, they'll use the child to raise money. While they're using this child to raise money, you get someone that steps up and gets in close with them, saying, listen, we are here. I want to help out this child that you guys keep saying there is in such a bad way that Jeremy has destroyed their absolute life and this child is suffering because of it. And all of this shit that you've been saying. So she steps forward to help out a fucking child. Whenever they do this, then all of a sudden she finds out, they're just using this child. They're not actually needing anything for this child. They are using this child to raise money. And she starts getting in closer with what Lynette is saying. And this is my take on it. I could be absolutely wrong. And this is just coming from what I've heard her say. I'm inferring, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, all of us are concerned about, and
yes,
it's the child. We didn't make the child a public figure.
They did.
They did. They did before the child was even born in Northport. She made that child a public figure. She continued to make that child a public figure from the time the child was born until this very day. And you know who else made that child a public figure? The former lawyer who filed a lawsuit on behalf of that child that has a default against them. So that child already has a debt. Which, I mean, that we know of through the court because of making the child a public figure. Just like Preston is a public figure. Every time she went to the press to talk about her 501c3 or her husband that was in jail or was in the press for actions happening in Iowa with her stepchildren and children there.
Yeah. Oh, she has more than 4 decades of grifting. Trust me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's for sure.
So Tina was trying to get Marla arrested. I can only imagine what she's trying to say about me. Why would you need to imagine what she's saying about you?
Yeah,
I think she's pretty clear how she feels about you.
Yeah. Lisa, in case you're not clear about what Tina said, is that you need to be arrested too, and you've got the wrong information on her.
Yeah, because this garbage right here, I have my own opinions about you. I based it off of facts and public record. Duval County, public record, there's nothing you can do. You shouldn't have done the shit you've done if you didn't want people to find out about it. And you shouldn't try to become relevant in this bullshit, because people who do vet their shit are going to find out about it, like me. The only problem is she has the wrong information, but she's going to double down on stupid.
Yeah, she will. And she will definitely double down and say it's the right Tina, just like she's doubled down on accusations she has made about Jeremy, just like she's doubled down on accusations she's made about George or Jeremy and George, their relationship or their business, or, calling the district attorney's office to insist that Jeremy be arrested. So. I mean,
Tina's saying that she's got numerous phone calls with someone pretending to be a child. She said that those started after her December visit to Florida. The phone calls started with a phone number that she gave to Lynette, and that Felisa has it too because she called him in on it. Tina, you're a lying sack of doo-doo. I have never read. I know she's listening because she's obsessed here. She's an effing liar. I have emails from her begging me to call her. And they were months apart, and she's still asking me to call her. No. And she was the one who came to me saying she had information on Jeremy and I didn't call her. Okay, she's a lying sack of poo. Prove it, biatch. Prove it. You cannot, because I can prove I didn't call you. Lisa doesn't call food. Yeah, I bet you don't. It just appears in front of you. You're right, Bonnie. I don't. He's so full of shite. If I had talked to her, I'd tell you I talked to her, and then I tell you the bullshit. whenever it was, she was telling me in emails that she had to tell me about aliens or something. I wouldn't tell you that what she said. I would tell you what she said because, here's the thing. She keeps talking about this. I have proof. She doesn't show any proof. You have to take her word for it.
Yeah, I mean, the closest she got to any proof showing on Tina is she read a couple of Tina's emails that, ironically, I will say this, a couple of what I read that she claimed to have been reading, did not show, just read, did match what Tina read in emails that were exchanged between the two of them, where they even discussed, Tina wrote and asked if I think the cementer resin turtles would fit on each side of Preston's driveway. So yeah, there's that. So is Tina lying when she's reading the same information that Lisa claimed to be reading? So then if Tina's lying about what she read in emails that she sent to Lisa, then Lisa must be lying about the emails altogether about what she said to Tina. So how do you call Tina a liar when Tina told all of us?
I would like to know where they're going to file this. And they're saying, if you file a lawsuit, then they better do the right thing, because if they don't, she'll be filed. If they don't, she has connections to Duval County. There we go. And they have no problem getting an attorney in Florida, and they'll find themselves right back in the courthouse. Honey, oh my God, go fight. You have connections to Duval. What, with all your charging officers that arrested your ass? Yeah, your cop husband or whoever from Duval County? I don't think so. Yeah, let them go back and search the record of bad Tina's, Swope, Kruger, all the effing names that she goes on and on
Kruger.
with. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so, honey. She's not threatening anybody. This woman is a pathological liar, just like Hales. I really don't get what she's getting out of it except just attention. How about this, Lisa? She's getting justice. She is asking for justice to be served. Something that you don't know anything about. What, service or justice? Because, well, let's see. They've already threatened to go for lawsuits against everybody that covers this, except the anti-Hales. They want to come after anybody that covers this, claiming that they're going to sue for what? Bring it on, bitch. That's all I got to say. Bring your bullshit on. I will have you so fucking wrapped up that you will not even know what side is fucking hitting you.
I can't with these people. Like they definitely are a circus. And oh, did you hear? We are now new animals. We have been called new animals. We are no longer sheep. We are no longer goats. We are now elephants.
Elephants?
Yes, we are elephants.
like elephants that have like a really good memory.
And yeah, those elephants, the ones that never forget anything. We are elephants.
All right. Tina said this nasty a lie. Wow, that's 100% a lie. Beecham is not a nasty man at all. Wow, okay, that's 100% a lie. He's a nasty man. She said Beecham was upset because Tina said he was biased. And Tina said, you are the one that went to Ohio. Yes. You have to remember that Fleesa has interjected herself into all of this shit. She is if you want to look at who is interjecting themselves into garbage, she's interjected herself into the bankruptcy court, into Ohio, into Florida. She wants to be a part of all of these cases.
Speaking to all the lawyers that are, she talks about speaking to Justin, the Ohio lawyer for Preston. She talks about speaking when she spoke with Bruce. She spoke with I believe it was Stark. No, was it Stark or Sean Martin? I don't. She's claimed to have talked to them all. She's called all the courts. She's emailed the court. She's written the court. She's called CPS by her own admission.
Yes. Yes.
And set up meetings with Levy County and Dan Owens. I mean, she's
Or
gone to Jeremy's
she's
neighbors.
she's talked to Beecham. She has injected herself into every aspect of Jeremy's life. You know who the stalker really is starting to look like.
Yeah.
And here she goes again. Go look it up. You know what you've done. You know what you've done. But there's a woman with her name, her birthday, arrested for prostitution. Her address even. Go look it up. Go look it up. You know it's a fact, Jack. You can't have me arrested for nothing. And by the way, you don't get arrested for that, Tita, you fool. You're married to law enforcement. Duh, come on. You've been throwing this out and threatening us the whole time. All right. So she said, I'm told, I don't care if you arrest him, JC, on a misdemeanor. They drop down. JC is to pay you $1 fine. No, she did say that. She said, I hope, he needs to be arrested for the crap that he's doing, even if he just, he only has to pay $1 fine. The crap that he's doing just is ridiculous. I want him in cuffs. I want Lisa in cuffs, and I'm not going to stop until I get it. Okay. Gee, is that a threat? No, that's that whenever you do something that fucked up that you've been doing, Lisa, it's not a threat. They're asking for some sort of justice for your bad behavior, Lisa Lee. Rapuzzi,
it's not a threat.
Weeks.
It's not slander or defamation or anything. Just because the woman says, I want them arrested because you're harassing her. John Cook is writing nasty messages in your channel, Lisa. So while you want to claim you're not the one doing it.
Well, and not the only one that wants to have them arrested, because look.
To get these things running so I can get the screenshots and print them. I begged her with words that said, I am on my knees with my heart in my hand. Please don't let our permit wear out. Please get this guy to do it. She said, I've got it. Don't worry about it. So we gave our plans, the blueprints, to some guy that asked us, came and got him. Supposedly it was her friend, an islander. We gave them to him. 2 weeks later, the plans were back on our fence, and he said, I can't do it. So, okay, she didn't have anyone to do it. John found a Mexican crew. I don't mean to make the Mexican a thing. He found a Mexican crew that said they would do it for $10,000. We told Lisa, we have a crew. They'll do it. The weekend, it's done. Pay them. We're good. No. I've got somebody to do it. That's too much money. That'll leave you with nothing. We're like, please, will you just let them do it? Please, just at least the framing will be done. We get another 180 days. Let's just do it. Nope, not going to do it. She refused. So then I found a construction company. Anybody can vet it, called Thicket Construction. They're in Chiefland. I called him. I talked to him. I said, can you help us? He said, ma'am, it'll be way too expensive. I build brand new homes.
Remember that. Just remember this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Preston wants to claim that's AI, and she never said any of that. It's all fake and lies. Fake and lies.
Here's the thing, Chucky. 10 grand to frame out an entire house and get it ready for electrical is not expensive. That's pretty damn cheap. Okay? If you've ever done any sort of construction, you'll understand that 10 grand to get it framed out is not expensive. That is a hell of a bargain.
Yeah. Especially when she wanted, if you look back or go back to the transcripts where she was talking in chat with Lisa, and even when they argued, Lisa even said she tried to change the blueprints and add a loft area. And Preston herself had been bragging the whole past year that they were raising money, that she wanted 2 master bedrooms with en suites and a loft area and 1 master suite downstairs for John.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I even, spoke, and I literally gave both sides to even that argument where Preston claims she only asked Lisa for $6,000 when she was asking for $17,500 for the band like motor coach type home to buy. And Lisa said, absolutely not. In fact, to quote Lisa, she said, "What is it with her and campers?" I'm pretty sure that was Lisa's quote.
Oh
Either
yeah.
way, she didn't like it.
Well, and this is where, where she runs into such a bind. And I think this is why she's so scared, because bankruptcy is coming for her. Okay. Lisa, you know that bankruptcy is already pulling all of your bank dealings. They're already pulling that information. They've already, if they don't already have it, they will have it very shortly. Every bit of money that came in went out. They're going to have everything from your Ko-Fi, which is actually Ko-fi, buy me a coffee, which I do have that also. I haven't opened that in a while. So if you guys are donating to that, I appreciate it. I hardly ever open that up.
Yes, guys, we are grifting here today for Shizzy for my extended tail enhancement because I need to get some tail. The tail that I got is not enough. I want more tail, so I need tail. Please donate to the tail fund. I got to get me some tail.
we're Venom for we're raising money for I am Venom, because we're all Venom today.
That's right. Ballstorm, you are Venom. Schmitty, you are Venom. All of you are Venom. Jack's mom, Jack, you're all Venom. We are Venom.
We are Venom.
We are Venom.
Gosh. Yeah, she's locked into the bankruptcy.
That's right. Chuck E. Cheese is my sister, Venom.
Jesus Christ. She sounded, what is this? She sounded like the guy on Tug's intro. Tell them to call me. I've left my number 20 times in this chat. We need to stop her for the weekend at least. Just tell them to call me. Yeah, that is exactly it. If you want to message Shizzy, his email is shizzywisnot@gmail.com. That's correct. It hasn't changed.
That's right.
I mean, the thing is they did fundraising. They did fundraising for all of this. And Lynette is a little upset that money just didn't show up. So what is it? All of a sudden they decided to unleash some of that money to pay for lawsuits. Is that what they started doing? Saying, hey, we got to do something because, but it's not going to what the money was intended to go for.
Well, yeah, they did raise money for attorneys that they said were going to handle the lawsuits.
Oh,
They
yeah.
did raise money for the
$6,000.
propaganda smear team. The protagonist. They
10K.
10 grand with 300 per article.
Yeah.
They did that.
And look who got their ass handed to them just the other day, who lost their ability to stream, to do streams, I'm pretty sure that they got their channel completely blacklisted because of the shit that they've done.
Yeah, I mean, when you go around saying that people have things that they don't have, or put up revenge porn. Yeah, I mean,
No, let's call it what it is. I'm not going to beat around the bush. It was called revenge porn. That's what they put up.
well, I didn't want to say anything.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
No, it's exactly what it is. I mean, I'm and Jeremy does his thing how he does it because he's very specific about how he words things. I'm saying right now it was revenge porn that they put out there. That is what is going to get them in so much trouble. That's what got their channel removed. And it's aggravating because they know this is what they've done. They've openly done drugs on stream.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if they're saying that they haven't done it, whenever you hear that bong going off,
She literally played a stream where she even made fun of the fact that after all the denying that went on, she was playing something and Gabe walked in and said, "Have you seen my bong?"
yes,
And joking or not, if you don't want those things said about you, Lisa, you shouldn't even joke that it said, because I mean, and we've talked about this, Shizzy and I have, we have no issues with anybody who wants to indulge in the 420 or the
nope,
gummy,
don't
whatever.
care.
No problem with it whatsoever. So we're not knocking that. I just
No.
think it's funny that you happened to be on stream and he came in and asked for it. So I mean, the same way you laugh and come at us for stuff that you find irrelevant or lies, that's what we're doing. We're actually reading your transcripts and reading the actual screenshots of what people are saying.
Ooh, the screenshots, or we're listening to
Her
the
own
things that
words.
Michelle is very adamant about with you, Lisa,
Yeah.
like this.
But I'm willing to be a consultant. And if you guys want to build yourself, I'll help you. I'll tell you what you need to do, what material you need, but it's $250 an hour. So I gave that information to Lisa. She said no. Nothing. Nope, not going to do it. She had somebody, that was it. The permit date came. I said, Lisa, please. And the permit expired. Well, then I begged Levy County. I said, Bo at Levy County, I said, please give us our permit back. I gave Lisa his information. Lisa told me she called him and that she talked to Bo at Levy County permitting and zoning and that he told her, don't worry about it. You've got all the time in the world. No worries. It's a lie. She never spoke to him. So I told her, Bo got back with me and he said, I talked to the Bronson board. So this was a board meeting. Again, can be vetted. The board decided to allow him to offer us back the permit if we hired an engineer. So he gave me a list. I went through the list. I only found one that was willing to work with us. His name is, I don't want to give it. I will if I have to. It might upset him. But his name is Michael. And he said, no problem. It's $2,500. I'll do all of your inspections. I'll do what Bo wants. I know him very well. We'll work together. We'll get this done. So we gave Lisa that information. And again, I begged her. My heart is in my hands. Please pay him. Call him. So
Right, Michael?
she called Mr. W one time. He called her back because she got his voicemail. He called her back. He got her voicemail, and then nothing. She wouldn't take any calls, and she didn't call him back. And we all.
That's because she's lazy.
Yeah.
And because, and it gives the appearance that she's not wanting to do any of this work. Because once the work gets done, once that work gets done, the cash flow goes away for her.
Yep.
And as far as I can tell, she's already spent that. She's already blown through that money. Any amount of money that's been sent to her, she's blown through. Prove me wrong. She can't. This is the problem. She can't prove anybody wrong. I can make that assumption that she has blown through every single penny of Lynette's money on herself until she can prove that she hasn't. But she hasn't even shown proof that how much money came in and what it's gone
I bet
to.
the bankruptcy does have proof.
I bet you that they have more than enough proof for this to go from being civil to turning into a criminal. Because if she was receiving money, wire transfers
Yeah.
across state lines
From
to use
different
for her
countries.
to use it for her own enrichment. Oh my gosh. I think she needs to look into this a little bit more and maybe vet her shit, because she is going to run into all kinds of problems.
Yeah. I mean, Tug said he turned over the email exchange with only me, saying that he wanted that money turned directly over to Preston back in January of 2025, when all he wanted to do was discuss with her whatever record was found on her husband, and wanted to know what was in those records. Why did he have a record? And she wouldn't respond back to him. They would talk to him in her channel, in her chat, and she's going, I don't even know how to block anybody. She definitely knew how to block Preston. She admitted she blocked Preston several times. And obviously, we see she
Yeah.
blocked her because Sybil has been using several different names in her chat.
Hmm. Hmm. Interesting, huh?
Yeah. I mean,
Interesting how she's able to jump in there whenever it's necessary now.
yeah. And isn't it odd that the only people that she doesn't respond back to are the ones that have asked either, where's the stuff that I won? Where's the stuff that I bought? Where's the stuff that I donated? Where's the money I donated? And yet they've said it in her channel, where are our banners? And yet, what does she constantly say? Oh, let's see. Oh, that's right. I never got no email. Nobody's ever told me they had an issue. Oh, yeah, they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started with Miyagi when Miyagi was still a member of their channel. She asked, you know, and started questioning stuff. And Miyagi went into her channel and asked for her banner, and she deliberately burnt Miyagi's banner. The
Mhm.
banners that she claimed that she left with Preston to hang on the gate to harass, the wall of purgatory, to harass Jeremy, because they think if the banners are up, Jeremy won't record. And they think if the banners are up, they think Travis is there to record them. Yet their cameras are pointing right at Travis at the memorial and down the street towards Jeremy's property. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Right.
and here's the thing. Travis can film anywhere that he wants to.
Yeah, he's out in the public. And
He
if he,
doesn't have a restraining order. This is what they keep misunderstanding. Just like they can film Travis.
yeah,
If Travis is out there, they're more than welcome to film him. Travis is just like, okay, I don't care.
yeah, because he's
Well,
not doing anything wrong.
and they're not doing anything wrong to Travis. Legally, I mean, that maybe we may view it as, that's a pretty shitty thing to do, but legally they're not bound. He doesn't have a restraining order against them. I don't think he's looking to get a restraining order against them. He's just like, oh, look, more of their dumb shit.
No, he's into his BMX stuff and wants to do his Tube Town. They call it, you know, all these vile names. They don't like Tube Town. It's trashy. It's this. It's that. No, it's a side road attraction. No different than if you were to travel down Route 66. If you go to Arizona, you can go to a Flintstone park. They have homes like the Flintstones.
Uh-huh.
They have balls of twine. They have the most outrageous stuff on little side roads that people stop and go see. So yeah, I think Tubetown is cool. I think it brings people into the community. It brings revenue. But
Well, for,
shame on
it,
them for trying to bring money into a town.
Well, I know a guy that collects exotic cars of 1 million each. Purchase is still overseen by the bank to secure the money transferred. Does the individual have no clue how much they're surveilled? Fred has balls. Fred has balls? Maybe.
Could be.
They,
Who's Fred?
and of course they did get all upset over another little thing, and that's what this one is here. Are we done yet? No, with the house. Yeah, no, dang it. Well, here's a quick one. Travis said Google Earth, Michelle and John's property, and says you can see white bags of trash around their fire pit. Oh my God, is he busy working on a huge blessing box at Jeremy's place? Okay, he's copying Michelle with a blessing box. Really? How is he copying Michelle? Michelle doesn't have a blessing box. Isn't that what you said?
Yeah, you said she don't have a blessing box out there. Those are mailboxes, remember?
Yeah.
For
So if how are they copying? Oh, are they not allowed to put up a blessing box? Wait a second. Didn't Tug and Megan do a little thing where they said, "Hey, we're going to donate a bench in memory of the memorial that never will appear or has appeared at this point. It still hasn't appeared. The one that was another fundraiser of money. How much did you guys raise for that memorial again? Wasn't it a few grand for a bench that never showed up?
yeah, 4,000 to be exact.
Because there was a couple of sticks stuck in the ground. Let's see, they put a couple of poles in the ground. Looked like it was leftover shit from the fence project. They put that in the ground in the right of way. It got pulled up. They blame Jeremy for that, but yet they've still shown no proof of it. Although they had cameras out there, they still never shown any proof that Jeremy did that.
They showed a dark road over a year ago, a dark road with brake lights that could have been it could have been John and Lynette. It could have been Lisa. It could have been Gabe's truck. It could have been Tori and her husband's truck. It could have been anybody. And when you talk about banging a left, you know, there is another neighbor. Did you know that, Shizzy? There's another
What?
neighbor between Tubetown and Jeremy's land. Did you know that?
Another neighbor? You mean
Yeah.
there's other people that live in Otter Creek besides Jeremy
Yep.
and
And
Lynette?
and you would have to bang a left to get into their driveway too. You know who that
No.
neighbor is?
No.
That's Brian and Tina. They share a fence line with Jeremy.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Their property's right there by in it goes Tubetown, and then you've got the memorial, that piece of land that the
mhm.
memorial was on,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then eventually it goes into their land. Hmm. And then what follows their land? Jeremy's. So you've got to bang a left before you bang a left.
Well,
there's
they're always
there's a
banging.
few banging lefts that you could take there.
They're always banging laughs.
yeah,
Only
nobody
me
bangs right, just bang a left.
bang a left.
And
Only
if
me
you watch her own Christmas video, you know, when she drives to the schoolhouse off of Michelle's property, she bangs a left to go to the schoolhouse when she was looking for George's car. Not for
Yeah.
nothing. I mean, I she likes saying bang a left, so I figured she banged a left.
Mhm. Bags of garbage around the perimeter. Is this guy an idiot? Hey, John, are those things around the perimeter of your fire pit? Michelle, I have it on video if you all want to know. He should know exactly what it is. He is still there. One of them, it's not garbage. Travis is lying his ass off. Exactly. They're rocks. Anyway, all right. So that was just it. Well, you know what? I don't know how good the images are, but I'm going to see if I can pull up Google Earth.
yeah, I seen the image,
Because
and
she said to go and pull it up, and so
yeah,
I think
let's pull it up.
I think that's a good way to do it. Let me see. We're going to new. I don't want to search Google Earth, so it's and because she said the address.
Well, I mean, it's a public address now at this point. They've posted
No,
it. It's
no,
all over her sanctuary foundation,
I'm
you know,
pulling it up. I'm pulling it
animal
up.
rescue.
Let's see. I'm pulling it up and let's see. Okay, we got a fence, we got some trees. And I mean, I can't tell what's around there. I mean, if that's the actual fire pit, then that's a really strange place to have a fire pit.
Yeah, it's a big, huge white. It almost looks kind of octagon shape. And if I recall what Travis Willis Shane, whatever, the mayor, whatever, they call him Travis Willis Shane now, whatever, Preston in her post, that she never posts, but her post refers to him as that. But he said something to the effect of, I don't know what that is. Does that look like that could be trash bags to you? I mean, he could smell what they were burning. We don't have smell-o-vision yet on
No.
the internet, so I could only
Well,
go by what I seen on Travis's
I
video,
mean,
and he was getting sick and nauseous, and it wasn't from, twigs or leaves.
well, and from what Travis said, he said here's just look at the image yourself. That's all he said.
Yeah.
I can't tell what's around there. It could be rocks. It could be that there's a fire ring around it. I mean, me looking at it right now, and I've got it pulled up. I'm not going to show it. I'm just looking. I mean, it could be anything there. It could be logs sitting around it. I mean, I really don't know. It is pretty white though. I mean, it looks like it has some sort of form to it. I mean, that could be, that could be where, they put the little sign that says, where John does his, mechanics on the bicycle
Yes, his new OCC spot.
Yeah, that could be his OCC spot for all I know.
The new repair spot for him and the child.
I mean, it seems like, let's see, they got all kinds of blankets and crap up. And I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't even get why are they still putting all those blankets and sheets and stuff up? Like I don't get it.
it's really weird, the place that they have the fire pit. I mean, their burn pit or whatever they want to call it. I mean, it's just an odd place to have it. I mean, it does seem like it's in the middle of everything, but
Yeah, in the front main part of the property that I don't know, and I'm just saying this, if I owned a piece of property like that, I would not want a fire or burn pit up in the front of the property. I'd want to have it back where
well, they
I hang
can't.
out, where it's
Well, the
my
problem is
area.
they can't because you've got trees that are surrounding all of that area. And my concern is if I had something back there, I may be venom also. We're all venom.
All of you are venom.
Yes, according to the flea, she knows who venom is. She's got so much shit on her.
On me.
On you.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I was like, she doesn't even know who venom is. I mean, to me, it looks like they've encroached. Let's see. Oh, that's a weird angle. Let's see.
Well,
Yeah.
ironically, you brought up that there may be an encroachment there. Part of the uh, screenshots that I was reading on Friday on my channel are the first conversations between Lynette and Jeremy. And when she heard that Jeremy was talking about encroachments on his property, she was like, "Yeah, yeah, that happened to me too. I'm gonna quit my." Uh, she called it a quiet, but I think she was trying to say quit her deed because she was trying to claim she had the same thing going on with her property. The same thing that we've seen for however many years that this has been going on, where they mimic and repeat and parrot everything Jeremy does. She was doing even in the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, you can also go back to the video of Lynette with whenever animal control was there.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see what was in their burn pit. Looked like they had all kinds of like rubber tires and crap like that.
I mean, and not for nothing, I'll even speak this far. They are allowed to burn stuff in Levy County and burn their garbage and stuff because they don't have a dump close by. They do have a dump that they could take stuff to, but they
And
are
it's
allowed to
free.
burn. But it's a burn ban. And according to the burn ban notice, in order to even burn sticks and leaves, she needs a permit.
56K alone from only me. Yeah.
Yes, Spawn Trooper. $56,000 alone from only me from August to December. August to December, Spawn Trooper.
Yeah. And then they just kept raising more and more and more and more and more. And you're right, Kippy. John's got poo for brains because it's windy. You don't in effing fire. Yeah, I mean, it also depends on how much wind. I mean, I have a
It was
fire
windy
pit.
that day.
I have a fire pit. Whenever it's windy, I'll be like, nah, I'm not doing it tonight. I've told that to my wife. She was like, oh, tonight would be a perfect night for a fire pit. And I'm just like, yeah, I can do a small one because it'll stay inside that pit. But if she's wanting to do like a big burn, because we do a lot of yard debris and crap like that if I'm burning stuff.
Now, when you
And
see a burn pit, what you've seen in Google Earth, does that look like a burn or a fire pit?
it
That
does. It actually could look like a fire pit, but it doesn't look like a fire pit like in the common sense of doing a fire pit. There's a reason why you do a pit, and whenever I talk about a pit, you actually dig down deep, and you can surround it with rock, but you would have it in a pit. And the reason why you have it in a pit is so it doesn't blow everywhere. But whenever you're just throwing shit on top of shit on top of shit in the middle of your yard and lighting it on fire, that just becomes a burn pile, not a fire pit.
yeah, and by what I remember of her own Christmas video from the HJ Christmas, they had quite a rager for a fire even that night.
Oh,
And
that's right.
and
There was.
they were throwing alcohol on that fire. Um, Tori's grandson
Pretty
was
sure.
with a bottle pouring substance to ignite it.
Oh no, never would they do something like that.
I'm just saying what I seen in their own videos. Not that we would have those videos and not that we took them, even though they'd like to say that Jeremy was peeking over the fence. Literally they claimed he was physically with his body hiding behind cars and going over the fence to
Mm.
videotape them when I don't even think they were there.
Oh, it's let's see. I think we have a copy of that.
Oh,
Let me
do
see.
you?
Yeah, there is actually a copy of that out there. So strange.
Imagine that.
Let's see if we have that. Why is that? Why is it acting so funky and weird?
I don't know
Okay.
what's acting funky and weird. Somebody in chat acting funky and weird. Chat, what are you guys doing? Venom cheese, behave. Venom thunder, behave.
Let's see. So this came in from I Watch, so you don't have to. If you're not subbed up to I Watch, so you don't have to. Well, then you're missing out on quite a bit. But let's take a look at the nice little burn pit here, and we'll just pull it up right there. Let's see. Oh, that's a pretty hell of a rager right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. On Christmas. I
Yeah.
mean, you look at how much money was spent just to have all of the colorful lights and the burn pits, and and I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with this,
No, I
but
mean, just to give you an idea what they bought for HJ Christmas, which I shouldn't say they bought, the viewers
oh
sent
yeah,
from Amazon 6 Christmas trees, a tent, Christmas lights to line the fence, inflatables, those PVC old fashioned type plastic ornaments they had. There was a manger set up. There were, I believe, candy canes, some Santa figures and stuff. And
yeah,
then there was whoever wore the Grinch costume. And, they had fireworks. Yeah, they had fireworks. They actually bought and paid for fireworks. And, Lisa even said, I bet our Christmas is better than Jeremy's Christmas was. Like, I I don't know if she meant that it like in a competing way or anything. I'm just saying, just saying.
hey. And from looking at their images, she keeps saying those are rocks. Well, if they're rocks, I would say they look more like they put cinder blocks up. If anything, I don't think they'd be rocks.
Oh, I don't know. And Lynette was buying a lot of, gemstones and big rocks. And I mean, Lisa even talked about it, how she was spending hundreds of dollars on Robbie's channel, even after they all donated, glass cases to display jewelry and crystals and gemstones. I mean, only me was buying, a couple $1,000s a week in stones that they were donating to Lynette to sell at the flea market. So, I mean, there were a lot of donations. So, yeah. Oh, wait, that would be part of the fundraising, wouldn't it? Hmm.
Yeah, amazing. Well, and then of course they go into J Hip, and the funny thing is that they, you notice how they don't mention anything about my response to the criminal,
Like, no, why are you being left out?
because
Again, they're leaving
I
you
am
out.
I am irrelevant. I love it.
Well, I'm irrelevant.
We're all
We're all
irrelevant.
irrelevant. It's
All irrelevant.
irrelevant.
This was yesterday. Look, apparently J Hip's still in some kind of email chain war thing with Richard as well, but whatever. To me, it's just a joke. Jay is not happy that Bad Tina has been called a prostitute. It's disgusting. No, it's disgusting that you keep calling her a prostitute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tina was charged with offering prostitution. This is them just doubling down on defamation.
Yep.
Saying that she was charged with prostitution whenever that you've been told time and time again, you've got the wrong Tina. You're looking
Yep.
at the wrong Tina, you fucking morons.
Just like they keep saying, we've got the wrong Lynette when we talk about, children being removed from, but with CPS from her, the grandkids and her own stepdaughters. I mean,
Oh, and now she's doubling back on this. It's a fact, Jack. Go look it up. But she wasn't called a prostitute, not by me. I didn't call her a prostitute.
Oh, John, she threw you under the bus. Mm-mm.
Y- yeah, you did. You did call her a prostitute, Lee. Lisa, you called her a prostitute multiple times. And
Yeah.
you just did right here, offering prostitution. Tina was charged with offering prostitution. That's what you said. And that is calling someone a prostitute.
Yep. Yep.
Lisa, let's see. Jeremy's comments saying Lisa Lee's cousin Kendra has an OnlyFans page offering illegal adult services. I don't know anything about that.
They talk about it all the time. I mean,
I mean, they talk about it, or Jeremy
yeah,
talks
they
about it.
have. I mean, like I said before, even if in joking, if they're saying it, just like if she claims that it was a joke that Gabe came in and asked for his bong, that later came out that, they partake in the 420. Okay,
Okay.
whatever. But I mean, if she has OnlyFans, okay, so what? She has OnlyFans. I mean, If she's doing anything illicit, I don't know, but okay, so what? She's got OnlyFans. Yeah. If that's been said. And I mean, there are pictures out there. I don't know if that's her or not. I mean,
I have never met Tina. I've never talked to Tina.
not Tina, her cousin Kendra.
What Kendra is I see. I don't know anything about this. This is all new to me.
Yeah, I know you don't. Yeah, I'm just explaining to you that the OnlyFan thing is being said about her cousin Kendra, is how I'm reading that, and that is something that has been said through the years, that Kendra has OnlyFans and other pages.
I'm laughing at you, Squid. That you're gonna go wash these berries. Is that supposed to be sexual connotation? Do you,
Are you making explicit offers?
you're gonna go wash these berries? Come on. Or should I call Squid ketchup? Because they can't even get that one right either.
Yeah, I mean, squid is ketchup, ketchup is squid. Dose, D spills the tea, Coop, Rosalind, you, me, we're all Venom.
Yes.
Everybody's Venom.
Everyone is Venom. That's what I'm asking, T-Rex. How you doing? Like, he was in the grapes. I don't know. Oh my God, exactly. Also, Jeremy comment says, if anyone wants to see Felicia's members only live, we will send a link to view it. Did Jeremy say that?
I don't know. I don't.
And Star says, Lisa, you have no morals. You kept all the money. Yes. First of all, I didn't keep shit. Oh, so she's saying she spent it. Which one is it? You didn't, so you're saying you didn't keep the money, but you spent it? I mean, number one, as far as I'm seeing the members only live, yeah, send a link to view it, Jeremy. Go ahead. They're going to need $500. Oh, okay. So that's what she's talking about. Oh,
yeah, her $500 paywall, like $500 OnlyFan. What? $500 tip jar? What is 500?
I mean, I have an OnlyFans page and it has pictures of kitties on there.
How did you, wait a minute. How did you get an OnlyFans page for your kitties? Because we discussed this with Rosalind on Thursday, and she said she's banned from OnlyFans. And I asked her why, and she said they banned her because she tried to make an OnlyFans page for her dog, Honey. That dog is pretty salacious.
Well, and I was sitting there going, I honestly, I created an OnlyFans page as a joke. I don't remember what the joke was at the time because it was so long. I was just like, haha, I'll create an OnlyFans page too. And so I created it, but whenever I tried to like monetize it or whatever, they were just like, we don't think you're human or something. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, okay, whatever. It's still there. I don't think I have any subscribers or viewers or anything like that. And I wouldn't be able to monetize it if I did. I probably should just pull that off my bio link because I do have it there. I'm just like, okay.
Oh, leave it. That's funny.
I mean,
Chucky, behave.
If Rosalind posted one for her kitty, it would have gotten approved quickly. I also need $500. Hey, Shizzy, and all you good people. Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate it. As far as I'm seeing members only live, yeah, if you want to send a link, they're going to need $500. Oh, and don't worry, I have that also. Kinja is the only fan in the world going on a cruise ship. I don't know what they're talking about there. Germ loves ho-hos. Yeah, well, apparently he thinks he's going to talk to my cousin too because they're spreading that rumor out. How about it? Go ahead. I dare you. I want to know how they found her. Okay. So you're saying that they found an OnlyFans page? Oh, I thought they had it hidden pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. But let's say. So they're trying to say that my cousin, no way. Has anyone ever accused her cousin of being a prostitute?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so. So anybody who has OnlyFans pages are prostitutes. Well, I guess that makes me a prostitute. Huh? Is that what he means? Like, I don't know what they're saying. Certain people have OnlyFans pages that have nothing to do with sex, or is it all sex? I don't have any clue. I don't know because I don't have one, and neither does Kendra. But we'll play along like we've been playing along this whole time. Still looking for it. If you butter up Robbie, he might tell you because he manages the whole thing or something. Yeah, this is them just rambling about dumb shit now. Jeremy, Michelle Preston, they were dating in 2022. Why is she showing? Why are they doing that? Like, what's the point of this? The messages are polite and friendly, showing at one point Lynette had a friendly relationship with Jeremy Hales. Duh. Like, we know this. This is like, why are we going back? Why are we going back to 2022? At the beginning of the messages, they show a picture of a dead dog with a text from Michelle saying, I hate killing things. Apparently, the dog was a stray that hurt some of Michelle's animals.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I lost you for a second. Or is it me? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
I showed a picture of, she claimed that she found a male otter in the road on the highway, that Highway 19 or whatever the number is right there, that busy highway
Yeah.
that she claims was hit and run over. I showed a clear picture of it. This animal is not run over, and there is a bullet hole in its back, a
Oh.
small caliber hole, 100%. And there's only, minimal blood where the mouth would be. If this was an animal that was hit by a car or run over, the body would not be in the shape that it's in.
True.
So, I mean, I pointed out that I seen something on the animal's body, and I asked the chat if they seen, without saying what I was looking at. I did circle the area with my mouse. I said, do you guys see this? And before I could even say what I thought it was, viewers were already replying that it looked like a 22 or a 9 hole. Yeah.
A hole in 9?
A hole in 9 or a hole in
Okay.
22.
Well, there's an accusation here that and I'm just going to look at the shorts. Because what they're saying in this next thing, it says now Hales put up a short suggesting Michelle's new dog is wearing a shock collar and saying she's causing pain. When did Jeremy post this? The short?
Thursday or Friday.
Okay. Well, how about this? We'll just do this for shits and giggles. We'll drop that off of there. Stop that one. And we will share the screen. And because we got the page up here, it's much easier just to do it like this. All right. So which one is it supposed to be?
So let's see. It was a picture of a dog by a gate, I believe.
I don't see a picture of a dog by a
All right,
gate.
try clicking on the one.
Was it a video? Because I mean, I could look at the
video
videos.
short that he put up.
Was it a
It could be a
video?
post. Go to his posts. I think
Okay,
it's on his posts.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Why would you proclaim sanctuary, use of pain on $1,000 service dog?
Yeah.
Lynette has publicly stated the dog cost $1,000. The dog is a service dog. The dog is a life-threatened disabled child. Dog is for a life-threatened disabled child. Facts. The dog is nowhere near the child. The dog is escaping turd purgatory. Instead of properly training the dog, they are using pain, shock collar on the dog. They do they use pain on the new chickens?
Oh no.
Bought during
Is it
bankruptcy.
just me talking?
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, you keep dropping on us. Can you hear me? It's a good day. Good to see you. Yeah, you keep dropping on us. You might have a bad connection. You're back now.
I'm gonna have to reset and come back in.
Okay.
I'm deaf here.
All right. Come on back. They do they use pain? This is a question right here. Do they use pain on the new chickens bought during bankruptcy? If they're even still alive and turtles? That's a question. Do they not know how to read that that's a question? Good day. Good to see you. It's a post. There's 3 images on that post. All right. Let's see what the image is on the post. Okay. So there's an image. There's an image. All right. There you are back.
Now I could hear you again.
Excellent. Okay, so there's 3 images on the post. They got a picture of a what the ever living hell?
Yeah, like
That's barbed wire.
yeah,
Or
they
is
called it chicken wire, but that does look like barbed wire, doesn't
no,
it?
that's chicken wire. No, that looks like chicken wire. It looks more like pen wire. I mean, at first looked like barbed wire on this image here, but no, that's chicken wire. I don't see any barbs on there. You would see barbs sticking out on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just all mangled and bent up and
Yeah,
shit.
okay, it's the brush that's giving the appearance of a circular,
Yeah,
the brush in the background. Okay, yep. Okay.
yeah. I mean that might be no, that's barbed wire right there. No, there is barbed wire there. I
Oh,
see it now.
jeez.
Here, I'll show you where I'm talking about. So this right here is barbs. Those are barbs right there. And they're spaced out. So there is barbed wire running up through this.
Great. So the animals can get hurt, the child can get hurt on this fencing.
Yeah. That's barbs. Those are barbs right there. So there is barbed wire running up through here. Like what you're seeing here on these long strands, those are just interlaced like pieces right there. That's interlaced stuff. But this right here, the where I've got the circles, that's barbed
Yep.
wire running up through there.
Oh, I don't get it. I really don't. With all the money that was spent, they could have got a proper fence, like
Yeah.
a real fence, and had it installed properly.
Well, and supposedly this is some sort of pen. But yeah, that looks then why would you put a
That's a
shock collar on a
pen.
service dog?
They've got an animal penned up with service wire or barbed wire. Oh my
It's a
god.
little odd.
With a shock collar on top of it all.
Yeah.
Now, you know what gets me is she calls this a service guard dog.
No.
They do not train. First off, she's never had that dog was bought as a puppy. So when was it trained to be a service animal? Because it takes over a year to train a service animal. And that every time they leave that property with the child, that dog is not with the child. So how is that a service dog? And she calls it a guard dog. And even John made the comment that he had to put the dog up when the fire department was there. And that the dog, I guess he made some kind of comments that the dog is, I guess, vicious because it's a guard dog. So are they shocking the dog to make it mean, to make it a guard dog?
Well, Lady Horse has something interesting here. That type of dog is a livestock guardian dog, not a service dog.
Oh, maybe she took the word guardian, thinking, it's supposed to be trained to protect animals that are like sheep and lamb and, goats
Well,
and
then
elephants.
okay, so here's the thing. If they have an invisible fence, which I don't think that they do, is buried 2 to 4, 6 inches down, at least 2 feet inside the actual perimeter of the property, which, if they're trying to say that the dog is on a invisible fence, then why do they have him in a pen? Why do they have him pinned up? Or her? I'm not sure if it's a male or a female.
I think it's a female. She has a thing for female dogs because she was breeding dogs in Northport.
Oh.
Hmm.
I was wondering what kind of service dog they were claiming, emotional support one or for like canine. I mean, I had an Australian healer once, but he was basically a cow dog that we used around here and he was very good, well trained.
She claims she bought this dog to be a service dog for the child for her epileptic seizures. um, so if the child is not with the dog all the time, how is the dog going to alert to epilepsy and having a seizure of an epileptic attack if it's not with the child?
Well, and also who trained the dog. I mean, that's the thing. It's like
That's the thing. I mean,
I mean, sure, it is a dog that is used for service, which so you could say yes, this is a service dog. The only problem is you train a service dog, and and Tammy, just like Tammy says, that you have to train these dogs for years, and then you have to get them. And not all service animals are compatible with people.
yeah.
Okay. Like for example, I have a friend of mine that used to be a canine police officer for DeKalb County. He trained all of his dogs to be basically the what do you call them? Fur rockets, I guess is the best description. That's what his dogs were trained for. And they also were trained in a foreign language, to obey those orders. And he had at one point in time, he had 3 of them that he would rotate them in and out of service for very specific reasons. Those dogs were kept in pens because they were trained to basically destroy. I mean, that, whenever you're talking about, 125 pound German Shepherd that is trained to stop a fleeing criminal, you don't want to have those. And he could walk those dogs without a leash, because whenever he gave an order, that dog would follow that order. You could have another dog 2 feet away from it, it wouldn't move. They would only move on command.
Yeah.
And he
I
would
want to
train
stay
those
to the
dogs
canine
himself.
club.
Now, if this dog is escaping, and thank you for the $2 super chat, appreciate that. If the dog keeps escaping, then it is not a trained animal.
No, I mean they got mad at me because one of my lives I had shown a picture where the dog was healing, or at least listening to John. And I made a comment that this dog that we're looking at in the picture, the tail had been tucked between its legs. And I made the comment that, it shows that the dog is afraid. But I wasn't implying that it was afraid of John. The one thing I did say that was pretty positive, but of course they never would say what I said, was it seems the dog does listen to him, because the dog, you could see he had his arm up pointing, and the dog seemed to be following whatever he was saying. So, I mean, I don't know. This dog is not the service animal that she's portraying it to be. Anybody can go on the internet and get a certificate that says their dog is a service dog, or actually, they consider them emotional support animals now, because people are doing it to get their pets on an airplane. That's how it
Mm.
all started. And those papers are worthless. I had a friend in New York that was training canines, what are they, Belgian Malinois or whatever, that most police departments use. And yeah, she had those certificates that you could just take a dog onto a plane, but to take a trained dog that's a service animal, those are totally different papers that have to be processed a totally different way.
Yeah. My 15-year-old Chihuahua has learned to get my daughter when I'm in a seizure or when I had my heart attack. But even after 15 years, she doesn't know before I have one.
Exactly. And
Yes.
that's what she's trying to imply, that this dog is going to be able to sense that the child's about to have a seizure. No.
No.
They're
No.
trained to alert that when the seizure is happening, to get help or stay with the child or the adult to
Yes.
indicate that there's an issue.
And usually we'll start barking and, you
Yeah.
know, alert. Oh my gosh. Hold on just.
I I got that picture. And this again, I'm gonna say it, and I know she'll slam me for it again because I said it Friday. I have a hard time with Preston using the words animal sanctuary, animal rescue, animal foundation, animal anything. She is not. She has pets. is what she has. She is a pet hoarder, in my opinion. And I could say that. It's free speech. That's what I think. I think she's collecting turtles and tortoises on her own. She's breeding them, which she shouldn't be because two of those breeds of turtles and tortoises are not native to Florida. They fall under USDA.
Well, and if she is doing that, then there's a reason why she's trying to hide what's going on behind there. But I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't know what, I don't even know that there's even tortoises there.
Well, I mean,
she keeps showing pictures, but she could have taken those pictures at any point in time. It's not like people are able to go in there. And where's the vest for a working animal? Well, and
Yeah.
I don't know how this actually operates, you know, because I've never had a service animal. I don't know a whole lot about specific service animals. But if I'm not mistaken, when you don't need to have them except if you're out in public, because you basically don't want people petting the animal whenever you
Right.
take it out in public with her. Now, if that's the case, whenever she's gone and she has the child with her, she would be taking the animal with also, as it would be a working animal.
Yeah, and that
Like
dog is always
like,
on the property.
well, that's then she's not using the dog properly.
No.
Because you want to have that dog with you at all times. I'm not talking about just some of the time. I mean, anytime wherever that child is going, if that's what the service animal is for, then that needs to be with her at all times. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how service animal works.
Yeah. Like I said, a friend of mine that trained both police and service dogs, actually, Rogue Mama has an animal that is her puppy is being trained to service her. She is going through the stages of yet another service animal. Her last German Shepherd was her service animal. This isn't something that, it's taught to the dog like sit, stay, give paw. This is something that you work with the dog, and it's not just once they get certified, that's it, it's over, it's done with. They continue training and working all the time. This is something that the dog constantly will do as a service animal. That's what I was told. That's the impression I'm under by what I've seen, what I've been around, and what I've heard from other people as well.
Oh, I'm just reading over something like there. Okay. I'm looking at this and I'm because she's going off about him blasting his horn. She went on about road incident, burn yard waste, garbage, because Travis said so. Well, no, it was on video. See this.
Who is she talking about?
She's talking about she hates Jeremy so much that she rambles shit. She just rambles about garbage. Like her stream of thought is.
So interesting thing. Do you know John and her viewers admitted that his tires were screeching?
Oh, really?
Yes, they did. Yes,
Okay.
they did.
Then I was wrong.
Yeah, I talked about that on Friday. They actually, after the videos were aired. Oh, also, did you know that Jeremy was chasing? I think she said was chasing John or something.
Oh,
That
that's what they're saying right here. Until
they
okay.
talked
So
about it again.
yeah,
Okay.
already passed the property. Saw okay. Hales is the one stuck in their camera, seeing every time they're out and about getting ready to go, who's at their house, the whole 9 yards. But he doesn't post them. If he's seen anything like that, I've yet to see any single video that Jeremy has posted, any single image that Jeremy has posted of their comings and goings.
Mm-mm. Just when
Getting
he's
ready to go,
driving
who's
by
at their house?
and he's
The
out
whole
and
9
about.
yards. He's driving down the road, already past the property, saw John was out there and saw the direction John went. He effing turned around to follow John and sped up to catch up. No, he went back to his property. These people are so foolish, man. They turn anything into lies and just try to manipulate the narrative. It's insane.
Oh my
They
God. Wait a minute. She's taking the after effects and saying that what happened after he passed. Wait, oh no. Read that again. He what?
Oh, yeah. They're saying he turned around to follow John and sped up to catch up with him. These people are so foolish. They turn anything into lies and try to manipulate the narrative. It's insane. She said John Cook absolutely admitted that he laid on the horn to intentionally mess up Jeremy Hill's video. Yes, he did. And she's saying, no, he didn't.
Is she talking about me? Is she talking about my video on Friday?
No, she's talking about that they're talking about the video. John was nowhere near Hales. When Hales came flying down the road, Hales was gone. I mean, John was gone. He went the opposite way. Why should anybody wait upon Hales to do anything? Hales is the one stuck in their camera, seen every time they're out and about getting ready to go, who's at their house, the whole 9 yards. He was driving down the road, already past the property, saw John was out there and saw the direction John went. He effing turned around to follow John and sped up to catch up with him. No, if you watch the video, he turned around and he went back to his own property. He said, why is he still at my property? Why is he stopping in front of my property? And he drove back and he showed exactly where John was parked, right in front of his property. They didn't turn it into any lies. They're showing John pulling into the drive, laying on the horn as Jeremy drives by, filming it. And Jeremy drives past down further and then stops because John backed up and went the opposite direction from Jeremy and then stopped in front of his property. And at that point, Jeremy stops, backs up, turns around and goes, I don't know why he's at my property, but I need to go and make sure that he's not doing anything down there. And so he drove back down to his property and John sped off. And then he stopped at his property and said, this is where he was stopped at. I'm using this to show that he's breaking that protection order yet again.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow.
And he's saying he was honking the horn for Lynette to bring out the mailbox key, right? Well, she was to bring out the mailbox key. Did he lay it on a little extra? I don't know. Maybe he says he did. He said that people got screenshots of him bragging about laying on the horn. They have screenshots about him doing burns just to piss off Travis. Anytime that Travis goes live, they have screenshots of all of this. There are screenshots of him saying that in Lisa Lee's channel.
I just got a message that says that she was talking about my video in this part, and it says that you should go forward, that she tells John that her husband is bringing more stuff for him to burn.
Yes.
Oh, this is, but I was just told this is me she's talking about. I'm a dope.
Yeah.
You better pay attention to what people say in your chat, Lisa, including Mr. Crook.
Jeremy goes by doing all kinds of crazy shit, plays music, has Travis play music to harass him. I mean, okay, so she went on about that. She went on about the road incident, the burning of the yard waste or garbage.
I said Travis plays music? No, Travis said they play music. So, oh my God, Lisa, clean out your ears. Stop taking, or have whoever is taking notes or going to view our channels, stop using AI and start visually watching them and hear what we all say. Hear us. Get a Copley ear if you need one. You know, the implant, hearing aids. Get somebody to sign for you, draw pictures. I don't care what you got to do, but get it right.
They want you to say hello again.
Oh, hi. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Tammy J. Hi, Scampy Girl. Hi, Marla. Bestie. Call me. Lunch.
So I guess you guys are getting hellos. So yeah, okay, nothing is being exposed. Hey Jay, hey Ketchup, hey Star. Now you got to add venom. Oh, hi, venom. Ha 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 ha. So nothing was being exposed here. And she said the exposure was coming. I guess these bills that she said had something to do with me. So I don't get copies of the conversation that went on between Michelle and Jeremy. I actually have old ones that have to do with evidence, but the dog was on Lynette's camera. It wasn't Lynette's camera. It was Jeremy Hill's camera. Stray dog is no longer a threat. That's just wrong. It makes me angry. Lying liars.
Okay, so they're talking about the video that I showed that Lynette unalived in the start of the conversation. And yes, they were dealing. I never said that it was a mean conversation. I was showing that Lynette and Jeremy had a conversation for, quite a period of time. And I have a reason for pointing out those conversations. And I guess they'll have to watch to find out what my reason is.
I guess they will. Well,
Like
and
share, Lisa, like and share.
Well, just think they're gonna turn this dog into some slippers after it passes away. Because, according to Lisa's logic here, sometimes when animals pass away, they do use skin for whatever reason.
Well, yeah. Wow. Oh, okay.
That's
dogs become skinned for slippers. Oh, okay.
I guess that's what they're going to do. I mean, whenever one of those pets passes away, they're going to use the skin for whatever reason. Okay,
they must be making bowls out of the turtles and tortoises then with the leftover shells.
Hey, maybe a banjo or two. What happened with Owen's deal as far as Owen goes? Hold on. As a matter of fact, before I say anything, let me just quickly look at something. Isn't it funny how Jeremy Hills hasn't mentioned Owens? That's because they were told not to talk about it. Remember? But yeah, what's really funny? He said, wait, let me just, wait, he was going to mediation all day, 8 hours. Did he say that? Yes, I think so. Well, how funny is it that Jeremy was driving down Otter Creek Avenue all day? Oh, so you're basically stalking him yet some more.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what? I don't know if Jeremy was driving down there. Maybe it was set aside for 8 hours and actually only lasted for an hour. Maybe they didn't have to go into mediation, or maybe they did mediation over the phone.
Yeah, I mean, even when it's video, you're actually considered to be in the place that they're holding a video conference. Like, I don't know if you are a witness or testifying in a out-of-state court.
How do they know if it was Jeremy that was driving up and down that road? I mean, isn't there hundreds of people that drive up and down that road every day?
Hundreds and hundreds.
Hundreds and hundreds.
Yeah. But, hey, I heard it's a really good place if you want to go chalk in the road.
Well, and it's funny because it's funny how Jeremy Hales hasn't mentioned Owens. That's because they were told not to talk about it. Yeah. And then they say, I'm guessing, I don't think so, but he never said anything about it. Because if he's not talking about it or not allowed to talk about it, he's not talking about it. Isn't that fucking strange? Like, Jesus.
Let's see if whether if it goes forward, I guess the public will know. But if it was settled or they come to some agreement, neither one of them can speak, and there wouldn't even be a record of it in the court because it would be a private negotiation between the two parties, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be. And those are usually kept quiet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would imagine that a state's attorney wouldn't want, if there's a deal made, for it to become a public document. They would want that sealed. That not even, a former lawyer or lawyers that have been in front of the Bar Association or served time in Fed camp, I don't even think they could get those records. Not unless, her friend Dan Owens shows her a document like that.
And I do want to say thank you very much. And I won't mention your name on this. Says if that dog is a guardian dog or a livestock guardian dog by breed, then why is that dog killing chickens and ducks? As she posted on a comment that was shown this morning. And that picture of the dog that was shared is on the far corner of their property. an old fence that has always been there closest to Jeremy's ranch driveway, where they didn't complete the wood fence so the dog can get to that fence, possibly still on their property, but they only put that stupid fence up across the front. And I'm looking at this right here.
Wait, the service animal is
Let me pull that up because this is going to be interesting.
oh, if that's the case, that no, a shock collar ain't gonna change that. Any animal that gets a taste of blood, any blood, there's no going back.
Let me do this really quick because, well, I am Venom.
Yes, you are Venom. Yes.
Oh,
You did give Venom a body. You gave Venom a voice. Rosalind gave Venom a voice.
You're AI.
I am AI. I am. I'm AI. I'm an avatar. I'm an alien. I'm an
Yeah.
organism. I am Venom. We are Venom. My dog is
let's
Venom.
see. Yeah, let's pull this up right here. Let's see. What is this post? Let me see. And see more. Oh, yes, there is something here.
Uh-oh.
That, and we'll drop this, and we will bring this one up because this is quite interesting. And thank you, viewer, for being absolutely awesome. And
yes,
like
Venom
I said, I
viewer. Thank you.
I didn't want to.
We'll just call everybody Venom viewer.
Yes. All right. Let's see right here. So what we have here, and we'll bring it up right here. It says, hello, everybody. I truly hope you had a wonderful day today. It was a beautiful sunny day. I want to touch base and let you know a mess of viruses are going around, and do they make you sick. Congestion and coughing and fever in kids and RSV and new COVID that seems to linger forever. Or HG caught the congestion and coughing and gave it to me, so she got better. It hit me. Funny thing is I rarely catch any of that stuff. Poor John always gets it, and yes, he's got it too. The point to the story is, if you're sick, it would be so nice if you would stay home and you go, maybe if you stop burning shit on your property, you wouldn't get
Did
these.
she say poor John?
Yeah. The point of the story is poor John always gets it. Poor John, he always gets it. Well, maybe if he wasn't burning, garbage on his property and inhaling that shit, you wouldn't have this problem. It would be so nice if you would stay home when you go out into the world. If you're sick and contagious and you pass this stuff onto a person after person after person, just keeps going and going and going. Do the right thing, guys. Stay home, get well. And when you're not contagious anymore, then go out into the world. If you're going to go out there and throw a mask on, it's not hard. And then it saves people like Harley children, or like Harley and the elderly, or people at risk from possible death or hospitalization. And I'm not a scientist or a doctor, and we don't give medical advice here. But if I remember correctly, wasn't it already proven that those masks did absolutely nothing unless it was an H1N1 mask? One of those, basically a gas mask. I'm pretty sure.
P95s or whatever they were called, the ones that basically suffocated you.
Yeah. So I mean, I could be absolutely, like I said, no medical advice here. Go research on your own.
I would say too, when you take a child for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours at a flea market that has foot traffic, animals, everything going through there, that you yourself are exposing yourself and the child, whether she's there or not, you are going there. So maybe you should glove up and mask up, Miss.
Well, She still has a little lingering cough. I'm getting better now, but poor John, he just got it and also not feeling good at all. Just please be kind. Stay home. Please, the water seems to be continuing to test up in the 500s, which is absolutely not good. And I feel like I'm paying double water bill, or I hope none of you are out there having to do the same thing, paying for these 5-gallon bottles of water. It's just so expensive on top of every paying the water bill. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Oh, while I'm here, let me debunk something for you. It's been posted on our stalker site. Well, why do you have a stalker site up? Stop stalking. And sent to me that he took pictures of my dog wearing a shock collar. Yes, it's a shock collar. So it's confirmed it's a shock collar, but it also has 2 other settings, sound and a buzzing feeling of vibrations. What we're using because my dog likes to kill my chickens.
Oh, okay. So the dog is killing her chickens, and she just bought chicks that the child named. So okay, go on. Now we know why she got chicks.
To be putting on how to be in the fence play area and not allowed to roam the entire property. So the child is in the play area because I cannot have her killing my chickens. She killed all of my other chickens except 2. She and the new dog also killed my ducks.
Wait, is she saying the child? The child and the dog?
She killed all my other chickens except 2. She and the new dog also killed my ducks. I think she's talking about another new dog.
It's got to be an old dog. She got another new dog? She had 2 dogs prior to this dog.
No, I guess the child and her. That's what it looks like. Her and so the child and the new dog are killing her ducks and chickens.
That's what I think you just read. That I'm looking at the post. That's how I'm understanding it. The child and the dog are being kept in the play area because she and the dog
killed the chickens and ducks. The chicken and ducks not only feed us, but they help feed some of our neighbors and the redfoot tortoises. Redfoot tortoises?
Yeah, the redfoot succulents that are not native to Florida, that are protected by USDA.
Let me look this up.
Go ahead. Also look up
tortoises,
Florida.
The
redfoot tortoise, which is a redfoot succulent, and then she's got I have to look up the other name.
It says right here, okay, and I just did a Google search for redfoot tortoises, Florida. Okay, this is exactly what I pulled up, and what it's saying is they are popular non-native pets in Florida that thrive in the state's warm, humid climate. Due to their adaptability, some have established breeding populations in South Florida, including a hardy Andrews line from Homestead. They require high humidity, 70-80%, and while adaptable, need protection from cold winters.
Mm-hmm.
The key information about redfoot tortoises in Florida: climate adaptation. They're well suited to South Florida's climate and often live outdoors year-round, though they require shade to avoid overheating. The Andrews line, a unique hardy strain, exists in South Florida, originated from survivors of Hurricane Andrew in '92 that have bred in the wild for over 30 years. Care requirements: environment. They need high humidity, shade, and access to water similar to their native South American rainforest habitat. Rescue and rehabilitations. Organizations like Torts R Us in Port St. Lucie act as sanctuaries for surrendered or abandoned pet redfoots in Florida.
Now look up succulent tortoises.
Hold on. Health hazard: too much moisture in captivity can cause shell fungus, so providing well-drained, dry areas within the humid habitat is necessary. And
if she still has...
Holy cow. No wonder she wants them.
Yeah. Did you see?
I just pulled this up right here. And what it says: redfoot tortoise hatchlings
Yes.
Buy now, pay 30 days. Breed on our farms in South Florida. Best guarantees. Andrews Redfoot Tortoise, young adults, 6 to 9 inches. These Andrews Redfoot Tortoises come from the Hurricane Andrew Rescue Group in Homestead, Florida, where few surviving adult Redfoots are found roaming after the storm.
Yeah.
Redfoot
the price.
hatchlings are $159 each. And you can
up.
buy 3 at $477, buy 5 at $175. Some parts of West Coast may be higher shipping.
Yeah, and before she even had a turtle or a tortoise, she had posted early on, uh, either just before moving to Northport or in Northport, when she claims that the big succulent tortoise that she named George just wandered up on her driveway. That, she also had the newspaper do a story on her for that. Um, Yeah, yeah, look at the price on those, because in the posting that she made, she was going off about how rug addicts, they want the tortoises and the turtles because they're worth money, money, money. They're worth money. They're expensive. They're worth money. I'm quoting her. That's a repetitive thing she kept saying in this post that she made about how people want to get their hands on them because they're worth money. So
Okay.
I
So
had questioned, is that why you got them, Lynette?
here's a little clarification on that. She means the new dog being the one posted at the fence. Angel and the wiener dog are killing the animals. The wiener dogs is the same one Shara heard her say she was going to delete because it was chasing her chickens way back when. It's been happening for years now.
Well, she better go clean up that post of hers, because that absolutely reads as if the child and the dog were doing that. Because she
So
talks about the child and the dog being in the child's play area.
I'm gonna screen copy this because this is absolutely insane.
Yeah. But nonetheless, this is an animal sanctuary. And you know what really is ticking me off now? She and the child are naming, and I have nothing against the fact, if she wants to raise her own food, that's fine. You don't name your food. You don't have a child name what they think is a pet that you're going to unalive and serve up.
Mm, 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 mm. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, it's just batshit crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, my ex, we had he literally had gone to a sale barn and bought 5 calves. And all because a neighbor had said, "Hey, we've got the acreage. You ever want to throw animals on, more than welcome to. I'm here year round. I'd be happy to care for them." Next thing you know, we were at a sale barn buying calves. And I'm bottle feeding these things, and I named them. But I also knew what their future was going to be. And the first one that met one of those futures, my in laws thought it was very funny to tell me what was before me on my plate. I refused to eat it. Even though I didn't see it, I didn't witness it. I'm not going to partake in something that I bottle fed and named.
Well, like I said, all of this is all her streams seem to be lately are trying to avoid the inevitable of what's going to be happening to her in bankruptcy. Like this is why they're railing so much on everything they possibly can, because it's become very apparent that they are looking at. Yes, I want to save that. Is that they're looking at some pretty bad shit coming their way. Like some pretty bad stuff coming their way as far as this bankruptcy goes. And I think that they're trying to, downplay it is, I guess, the best way to say this is they're looking to downplay their involvement in Michelle's and this child's life. Lynette, whatever you want to call her. Lynette,
There's
Michelle,
no way
Alexis,
to
Wilma,
downplay any of
Peace.
this. They can't downplay what they've already done. The years of stalking, the fact that she keeps showing videos, whether John and Michelle are sending her the file, she's playing it. That's third party.
Mm-hmm. Tammy says Venom has it exactly right. Yeah. Yeah. The food animals I grew up around were named food names, cheeseburger or bacon,
Yeah,
etc.
I
Yeah.
mean, especially, as adults or even young kids or young preteens, whatever, they understand what a farm is.
Yes.
This is a child that she has told us has special needs, that is fighting a life-threatening illness, that can only have limited protein, whatever. You're introducing little baby chicks and you're naming them. You're in a video singing to them. How do
Well,
I
and
know? Because I've seen clips of the video that has been passed around.
apparently her service animal is out here killing their livestock.
Yeah, and you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out that when an animal gets a taste of blood, they're not going to stop, not even with a shock collar. So again,
Oh, and no, she's saying that they've got it on buzz. It's not actually shocking the animal. It's buzzing the animal.
bull. I'm sorry. No, I don't buy it for a second. An animal that big is not going to react to a buzz or a sound.
Well, they could. They could
Not that old.
if it was trained, but that one apparently hasn't been trained not to even eat the chickens and ducks.
Oh yeah, I mean, and it is an animal. I can't remember the name of the breed. Somebody had looked it up when she first bought it. They actually knew the name of the breed, and it is a dog that's used in very, very cold climates. That's a herding animal. It's a herd
Yep.
guardian, exactly what somebody, one of the Venom viewers,
Mhm.
Dizzy Venom viewer, had described
Shizzy
is
Venom.
exactly
Yes.
what this animal was trained, or they're born and raised to do. She is not raising or training this dog to be anything but what, in my opinion, is to make that dog mean to be a guard dog.
Madeline said, "Oh, Shizzy, please light this live a little bit. Burn a nice cute fart like you did on MG's live."
Did
That
you
was-
fart on MG, Shizzy?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
It's Fart Man. Shizzy laid a fart.
Oh, it was perfect. It was just like,
Oh no.
and I sit there and laughed. Oh my god, yes, it was perfect. It's like a squeaky garage door. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, man.
a real ripper.
Well, dogs will eat livestock if they're hungry and not getting fed properly. That can happen too.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a real ripper.
well, I mean, was it a ripper or a rimmer?
No, there was no rimming. There was no. All right.
There was no rimming. There
No,
was
but
no rimming at the release of that fart.
Malin said it. Shizzy, that was a cute fart.
I didn't know farts could be cute.
Oh, it was. Apparently.
Oh, well.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Should I ever have a moment on air, I'll be sure to make sure that it's a cute one.
It sounded like someone tearing a bed sheet.
I tried to do the elephant sound on my live Friday, and it was Chucky or Frenchie, one of the two that are always being obnoxious with me. Said, "Venom, did you fart?" I was like, "No, I was trying to sound like an elephant." Didn't quite work out that way, but sorry, I can only do goat and sheep. I can't do elephant.
So she's just going to start an Only Farts. Only.
Audio's here. Audio, new challenge. We are Venom.
Even the cat runs off.
With some cute farts, Audio. We also need some cute farts.
Well, you know, I needed it for the Poo-R team.
Audio, definitely make some cute farts for Shizzy.
Oh my gosh. Well, I've got to go do a little more work on my motorcycle today, trying to get it all up and running. I did get the gas tank in.
Got it?
Finally, yeah, it showed up at like 4 o'clock last night, and so I did put the gas tank on. Got the motorcycle up and running because I still have to get rid of all of the gas that might be in the carburetor itself.
Yeah.
So I got it up and running. It was backfiring and just all kinds of bop, 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 bop. Damn, it's so loud. And then I took it for a ride through the neighborhood, you know, just to sort of give it some run time. And it's got some stalls that are still happening whenever you really throttle it. So I'm hoping that today I can get a lot of that old gas burned out. No, that's not a Great Pyrenees. No, that's not. That is not a Great Pyrenees.
That's not a Nikita or a Husky either.
No, it's a different kind of dog. The Great Pyrenees, they're big. They are very big. I've seen there's a goat farm that we went and visited in, was it France or Italy? Let's see, it would have been Italy because that was had the brother-in-law with us and the kids. I've got the video of it, and there are some Great Pyrenees, and then it's a cashmere goat farm in Italy. She used to ship those out to different countries, like Afghanistan and stuff like that.
An Anatolian Shepherd. That is exactly
okay. Anatolian Shepherd. There you go. Denise got it.
Thank you, Venom.
Thank you.
Venom cells.
Venom cells.
We got Venom Fuzzface and Venom cells and Venom Bear.
No, hey Frankie, if she is paid $1,000 for that dog, that's not a mutt.
Oh well, no. Crook has been saying since Preston had already said it was 1,000. Now he's saying he traded a trailer hitch for the dog. Now, ironically, guess whose trailer hitch? If he did, in fact, trade a trailer hitch plus cash for the dog, guess whose trailer hitch that would have been?
I think the name starts with an L and ends with an oid.
Well,
or would it be Shara's good friend?
Yeah,
Jamie?
yeah. That would be JSJ. Yeah, JSJ would be the initials. Venom JSJ.
I like that. It says use some Bardol octane boosters if your local gas station is gasohol. Some engines do not like it. No, it is what I've got in there is non-ethanol gas running through there. Yeah, John said he traded for it. It doesn't matter whether they traded for it. It's still $1,000 dog.
Yeah, well, if he traded that trailer hitch, I believe Jamie did report stolen.
That's going to be really interesting to find out, isn't it?
Yeah. And you know what? And before you sign off, Rosalind doesn't come on early in the morning sometimes. And since a lot of you listeners are still listening, let's mess with her on Thursday. Everybody make Venom names.
Yes.
Don't come in with your own name. Everybody come in with Venom.
Well, you can't. I mean, that's the problem.
You can't?
No, because YouTube, what'll happen is
they ruined all the fun.
Yeah. See, what happens is your name stays the same no matter what. It stays at Smitty. It says we'll say at Turtle Hurdles, male or female. Anyone know? Female, is she going to breed? Well, I mean, I don't know why Lynette would breed with the animal. I mean,
well,
Oh, I mean, breathe the. I'm sorry. Did I say something?
That's why I'm laughing.
I wasn't even thinking whenever I said that. Okay, sorry.
That's why I was laughing. It's like, well,
I was like, why is Venom laughing?
because you said she was going to breed with the animal.
I meant breed the animal. Sorry.
She probably is. I don't even, like I said, she did post that there were hatchlings last year before the bankruptcy was refiled, and she was trying to get rid of everything for money to get an attorney. So imagine what she got.
Says, it's too early for that, Shizzy, and I'm in the UK. My dog's litter mates sold for $300 to $400. I got my boy for free because he couldn't hunt, but he can be my service guardian boy. There you go, Denise. She's pole dancing to get everything. No need for LP to abuse the dog more. God. Well, with that, everybody, I'm gonna call it a morning. Before I head out of here, let's see if anybody is streaming this morning. Sometimes people stream in the mornings.
Jay, I think Jay should still be on, or Jay should be coming on. It's Sunday.
No, he is on. So I'll send all you fine folks over there. Give me just a second to get that set up, and I'll get everyone sent over there. I didn't even realize he was going to be streaming. He's probably doing like trial stream, doesn't he? Do like cover some trial stuff on certain days?
Sundays he goes over some trial stream. And he could have changed it up if considering if what we were reading she talked about him. He could be rebuttaling.
Well, I don't know. There's not much to rebuttal because it's because they're always making shit up. No, they're watching Gwyneth Paltrow trial. They're doing a rewatch and Wade Wilson's interrogation. So that should be a really good one.
I followed Wade Wilson case big time.
Ooh.
Yep.
I didn't really dig.
Oh wow, that's a good case.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. No, there's a lot of stuff because and this is what the fleas don't understand, what the whole anti-Hales don't understand, is that there is so much content out there that's not related to Hales that if people are interested, they're more than happy to come by and watch and enjoy and see these other cases.
Yeah.
The only problem is they have so much hate for Jeremy, so much vile, and they have to keep making shit up because they are looking at possible criminal charges whenever this stuff gets turned over to the bankruptcy court. Whenever the bankruptcy court goes through all of this documentation, they can make a recommendation to the Department of Justice, DOJ, for their behavior.
Yeah, just kind of like Laura Owens. I mean, if you don't learn anything on your own, Lynette, maybe go watch the Laura Owens case and watch what happened after her court hearing in Arizona and what's coming up for her in July.
And that's just one state.
Yeah.
She has 14 charges. 14 charges.
Yep.
And it's not looking good for her at all.
No, it's not. Not by any means.
And I think this is something that the fleas might want to, pay attention to, is you realize that if this ever does get picked up by you have to understand, Laura Owens, nobody wanted to talk about it. Mainstream media had nothing to do with it. They avoided it like the plague. It was Megan Fox. It was people like Megan Fox. It was Dave Neal.
Because he watched The Bachelor and talked about The Bachelor. It
was all of these people that started talking about this and bringing it to light. This behavior, which was just absolutely insane. It was only online. People were only seeing this in the YouTube. Okay. And we're not talking about all of a sudden, Laura Owens became this big thing, on YouTube, and the news picked it up because of that. What I'm saying is this was being covered for years. Her batshit acting, doing all of these bad things that now she's looking at criminal charges. This has been going on for years. Dave Neal has been like the forefront of talking about it. Megan Fox came in and started talking about it. Tug came in and started talking about it. MG Law came in and started talking about it. Almost everybody on the internet was talking about what was going on with Laura Owens. The mainstream media didn't want to have anything to do with it until much, much later. And all of a sudden now they're picking up on it. Yeah, and here's the problem that you're going to run into, Fleesa. Mutton chops, or whatever you want to call yourself. Mutton flops. Here's the problem you're going to run into is because of the shit that you've done, it's going to get thrown in there also. If this ends up becoming mainstream news, picks up on this, and the lies and the garbage that you've been doing, the scam fundraising, all of that is going to be brought for the rest of the world to see. And good luck trying to spin out of that story.
Yeah, it's going to be
Good
hard.
luck.
You're better off. Every time you talk about you're going to go away or you're going to stream something else, you'd be better off doing it in the long run. I mean,
yeah. But hey, you do you, boo. Because
hey,
you're
Stacy, Nat, how are you, hun?
Hey. Good to see you, Stacy. How you doing? Stacy, Nat, I'll totally agree. I love it when you cover the other cases and topics. Absolutely, Stacy. And that is the biggest thing, is going out there covering other cases. It's not all, and there's so much content out there that so many people get upset whenever you're just like, look, here's what I'm seeing. There's nothing wrong with Fleesa out there, doing a fundraiser. She can raise as much money as she wants to. She, the way that I looked at this initially was she is doing something. There's people donating to this. Go for it.
Right.
But if you're going to do that, you have to be completely transparent with this. It's not that you go and you donate out to all of your friends or friends of your channel. That's not how you should be operating your fundraiser. Sorry. You're making it look, you make yourself look bad whenever you do bad things. So stop doing bad things. Go out there, create.
Yeah. And, another good case coming up too. They could even follow, because I think I may throw my hand in and try some of this, is Letitia Stouch has got a retrial.
Oh yeah, that's true. And I know that Mo is probably, I think Mo is covering that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Mo's been covering that one right there. And then we also have, you also have Clooney, that's Courtney Clooney that's coming up in, somebody said it's actually August. And we'll see. Then there's also the Brigton. Like there's at least 10 different cases that are out there to follow. And talk about, have opinions on, read the court documents. The problem is the anti-Hales are not reading the court documents. It's just like, read the whole damn thing. If you're stopping at Polito's last recommendation and you're not reading what Judge Hinkle said, crazy things.
Yeah. We've all said it. If you're going to read the documents, read both sides of the documents completely through, from top to bottom.
Well, and the reason I haven't brought up, and I think it was Max asked me, he said, hey, are you going to go over Paint Chip's latest document? What, in the Dinesh case? Like that latest one that he emailed me? What a moron.
Yeah.
And then he got his channel banned. Interesting how that works out. But yeah, so you want me to talk about the Dinesh one, or should I go and talk about the latest filing where the judge basically said, I'm not going to charge him for, being a dipshit and, avoiding service. I'm not going to do that. But he did the same thing with Stupid Dave.
Why would you read a motion for somebody who claims they've never been served and they're not a party to this case? I mean,
Oh no, the case is over, right? So
it's over. Yeah, it's been
yeah,
dismissed. So
case
why
has
would you
been
keep
dismissed.
filing on a case that's been dismissed?
Makes no sense why you'd be filing. Oh, but no, it hasn't been dismissed on Lynette and paint chip. Well, it's like, well, which one is it? The whole thing is dismissed or dismissed with prejudice or without prejudice. Or did you not read what Judge Hinkle had to say? I guess they slipped their little pea brains again. Spinning things to your narrative doesn't work. Read the damn court document. I've seen stuff that Randy has filed that I'm like, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I don't go over the documents, so it's nothing other than like if we've read something that you're reading, I may comment on.
Yeah.
But I mean, you guys have more experience with court documents and the court on that side.
Mm-hmm.
I usually just stick with, these are the conversations that she's posted. This is where they absolutely broke this, cease and desist and continued to post that.
Yeah. Well, whenever and we'll know more. There's time is coming where we'll find out what exactly Judge Hinkle rules. Until then, until Judge Hinkle's final ruling, which also, they haven't thought about this. Once that final filing comes in, and let me put this out there so people understand. If they believe that the judge ruled improperly according to law, not because they didn't like the outcome, it has to do with whenever the judge makes an order, he's going to base it on certain statutes, laws. If they don't agree with that, with that the judge's findings were correct, they can appeal the judge's finding. So there could still be an appeal. Like the judge could come back and say X, Y, and Z. Well, and Jeremy believes that is not correct. They can file an appeal to that and bring that case back if they need to. We don't know because we haven't seen any of that. So it's all speculation. I appreciate. I'll go over the full documents.
Chucky's message. Venomous Chucky.
Venomous Chucky. Chucky was able to change it.
He made a picture.
Love it.
Oh,
Chucky. Good job. That's so good.
Chucky, you got the rainbow vibrant hair. I love it. I knew you were my sis.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, you have a wonderful day. I'm going to go about mine. I'm going to send you guys over to see the wonderful Jay Hip. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do a stream tonight. I honestly don't know. I've been so busy with a whole bunch of stuff, but maybe we'll see. If I do, it's just going to be more of this, more just chilling out.
Let me know if you do a chill stream. I'm down.
Okay,
Try and get Travis on.
Well, and I may do that. And
He's
also
talked about wanting to go on with you and the expert.
Well, I know we have done one with Travis.
No, he wants to do more.
I know. Well, and then also, there's the Sunday Spice that I want to get back into doing it, but
yes. Oh, Stacy Nat, if you have not been in Chizzy's for Sunday Spice, you've got to come.
Oh yeah, you'll enjoy it.
It is a fun time.
We have a blast. Once we get going, it's really good. Oh my gosh! And if you want to, you can just go back and rewatch some of those old Sunday Spices. Find the ones where we go over TJ Finn's book. Those are going to get you really, really interested. Let's put it that way. If you're good for some really interesting, spicy. I don't even think spicy is the word for it. Let's put it this way. If you've ever read a Harlequin romance, but then amped up the dirt, I guess is the best way to put it. And with that,
Breaking news or whatever. They're on another one. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, gang, emergency Zoom film at 11. Same 5 goons, same deranged obsession. This changes everything. Bro, it's page 47 of emotion they skin while half watching Yellowstone. Gang, gang, squinting at 8-point font like detectives. Zoom so far and the pixels are screaming for mercy. Look at this, timestamp 2020, 22, my God. But they're yelling it like they just cracked Watergate. High five. Mike's been muted for 20 minutes, still barking. Circular logic, so a lot of time to seem impressive. Trust the plan, this is massive. Nah, fam, it's boilerplate and it's mid at best.
Gang, gang. Self-appointed outrage squad patting each other like they personally ended corruption. Gang. Dropping bombshell tea that's been sitting in pizza since breakfast. Gang, gang. Moral high ground speed run, they'll flip the script the second it's convenient. Gang.
Same PowerPoint presentation, new day, same brain dead narration.
Gang, gang.
We're not obsessed, we're just passionate. 3-hour living yesterday's hoodie, passion in my ass. Why is he even breathing right now? Says the guy refreshing notifications every 14 seconds. Gang, gang. Playing lawyer on God mode, reading comprehension. Stuck in elementary, confidence in the stratosphere. Case dismissed. They're screaming to the void. Motion still pending, but go off, I guess.
Disagree? Obviously a paid shill. Actually read the filing, deep state plan. Laugh at them, you're clearly compromised too. Exist in the same zip code, suspicious behavior. Notify the group chat. Gang, 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 gang.
Tighter circle, smaller brain.
Gang, gang.
Echo chamber finally running out of oxygen. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, gang, acting the actual judge like it's group chat. Replay all meltdowns, labeled just asking questions. Got warned by the core once, that was a suggestion. Still get it the same dumb street like it's strictly trash talk. Gang, gang, we're above all this drama. While screenshotting, they on meltdown for content. Preaching peace and love while actively baiting bears. And fake shock when the bear finally bites back. How could this happen?
Gang, gang.
Synchronized tantrum hours. 5 tabs open, all the same screenshot. Different zoom levels, gang, gang. Premature victory lap. Over legal language, still can't pause.
Gang, gang.
Standing 10 toes on business until tomorrow's violence and I'm scrambling again.
Gang, gang.
Hype the claim to the moon, then ghost the chat when it ages like milk. Gang, gang.
Gang, 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 gang. Gang, gang.
Refresh. Gang, gang.
Gang, 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 gang.
See y'all same time tomorrow. Don't be late.